Y'all know what it is. MZ Talks Boxing.
Let me make this abundantly clear. We talk about boxing here. My opinion is winning, but if you ain't feeling it good on your boxing, yeah. It's been no headshot sting. So do these body blows that I bring. You wanted the big step to the ring. Let's go to the toe to the final bell ring. MZ Talks Boxing. Yeah.
Well, welcome to another episode of MZ Talks Boxing. Well, I'm your host, MZ, and we're going to talk about it. It's been a long week for me. Long week. Matter of fact, it's been a long 2 weeks. But we still here, we still surviving, and we're going to keep on pushing through. Seems to me some good boxing went down last weekend. Alvarete had a good fight. Anthony Joshua came out and earned himself a knockout over Robert Hellenius. Well, I guess they got that loss with Earl Spence and they camp behind them as they keep moving forward, as which they should. Other than that, it's been a hell of a hot week here in San Antonio, Texas. Pretty much hot all over the state of Texas. It's a great Lone Star state. It's about people out there having heat strokes damn near. Got all kind of craziness going on in the world, at the job, in life, period. But in life, we winning. As long as you above daisies and grass, you doing all right. It's when you fall up under the grass and the daisies that you might start looking at things a little different, because you might need some help. But other than that, everything is everything. It seems like things are going smooth. School has started back up for the little ones, which means people gonna have to start going to bed early, getting up early, making sure kids eat, get dressed, and get the hell out. Not in a bad way, it's a good way. It's a chance for these mothers that are stay-home mothers to get a little rest, because the house should be empty a little bit, unless you got a newborn or something that just ain't in school yet. But other than that, what can you say? Jamel Charlo and Canelo Alvarez are finally gonna get it together. September 30th. That's 15 days after my birthday. Wish they could have moved that clock up a little faster. I'm also hearing the Bam Rodriguez will be making an appearance December. I believe it's December. That's one of my brother's favorite fighters. Say Bam Rodriguez, one of his favorite 147 pounders. Can't argue with him at all. That's who we like. Gotta stay hydrated around here. If you don't, you mess around and be on somebody's list. So as usual, I guess we wait for enough for the family members to get in. I see we got 2 people in. Y'all hit the thumbs up. Say what's up. Let me know who we got out there with me at this moment in time right now. Y'all let me know. Holler at me. Let me see. Whew, y'all got to forgive me. I'm a little late, but sometimes it be like that. We get behind on schedule. Like I do. I guess I could use my old man status a little bit, even though I guess I only use it when it's necessary, when I need to, as my daughters would say. Oh, it's old when it's convenient for you. Yeah, that part. Let me know who we got out there. I'm gonna go ahead and drop me a little music while I put something together, and wait for my brothers and sisters to fall in here. I read something. I read one of the best comeback lines from somebody in Champ Ross that I have seen in such a long time. Hell of a comeback for one of my sisters, Almond Brown. But shoot, like I said, I guess I'll wait for everybody to get in. And while I do that, I guess I can put up a little music. I guess I'll go ahead and start us off since we got us listening. I'll go ahead and give you Cut Short by my brother Obese. Well, I get myself together and we wait for the congregation to start to fall in. Um, Here we go. 8:55. Let's get it.
They told you what they wanted to be. They had a bright future you could see. A career and a family. Until their life got cut short. And now we'll never really know if they ever would have reached their goals. If someone that lacked the soul decided to cut their life short.
Yeah, it's like we lost our humanity. Common sense is not common, but this insanity. It's on the rise, everything's not what we planned to be. Son screaming at mom using profanity. Fuck that, pops with his ass, and now he's cuffed up. Roughed up by the cops for using tough love. Now we in the pen, and the sun is gone with the wind, with the wrong crowd, looking for shit to get into. Angry soul and adolescent, lacking lessons. Unfamiliar with his blessings, so it's like he's pressing. Never stressing the outcome because it's foreign. Irrational thinking, doing dumb shit because it's boring. For Instagram or TikTok is for the views, but confused when the shit they do is on the news. Internet clues lead to county blues, claiming innocence, but those are only false truths. They say orange is a new black, you decide. Since the judge hits you with negligent homicide, flex your burner from viewers so you can feel iconic. While streaming live, you take a life, ain't that ironic? Now they watching the drama like a TV show. It's an accident, but the people don't really care to know. 1 minute they praise you when they egg you on, until something goes wrong and now you're in the song.
They told you what they wanted to be. They had a bright future you could see. A career and a family. Until their life got cut short. And now we'll never really know if they ever would have reached their goals. But someone that lacked the soul decided to cut their life short.
Brat life, she just moved from overseas, had to live stateside in the wild, overly pleased. Had a younger brother born abroad while pops was touring, so everything about the US to him was foreign. But he was excited by this journey cause his sis, she told him everything about America that she missed. Mall shopping, amusement parks and holidays, school sports, barbecue parties around the way. Great friends and family, she couldn't wait to hang out and kick it with the girls on the date. Ready to enjoy her summer before her studies. College bound, Ivy League school, missing the buddies. They hit the mall, hit the salon, they looking right. They hit the local sports bar to start the night. Under 21, so they wasn't into drinking. Karaoke night, they was there to do some singing. Place back, a bunch of people were around the way. Some friends and some people she met today. Small crowd flexing on live, you know the type. Flashing money, blowing out shots, they getting hype. All of a sudden, the crowd scatters, looking for some cover because their lives matter. When everything settles and the cops come through the door, they learn she was caught with a stray dead on the floor. Damn.
They told you what they wanted to be. They had a bright future you could see. A career and a family. Until their life got cut short. And now we'll never really know if they ever would have reached their goals. Cause someone that lacked the soul decided to cut their life short.
That's Cut Short. Coming to you by Obese out of the Titan House. We got D-Lo in the house. He say salute. We also got Eric on the house. Salute, family. Salute. Glad you guys can stop through and come on in. Come on in and make yourselves at home. Let's have some fun. I feel like hanging out with my family today, man. I've been missing y'all. One of my highlights in the week. So, Glad to see y'all rolling in. Hope everybody's been doing well. No stress. Just living life and having things go your way. Let me know how your week's been. Mine has been, as you guys know, a little eventful. They tried to rob my store with a plastic gun. Yeah, y'all remember I did let y'all know about it. Dumbass people, I tell you the truth. Since then, we also had to let somebody go in such a weak way. You know, if you're going to fire somebody, I feel like if you're going to fire them, you just going to stand up and be real and just say, hey, you fired. You don't stretch it out and do all these game playing and stuff like that. And it's just not necessary. But y'all start talking to me. Let me know about how y'all been doing in your picks. Champ Ross, let me know how y'all felt about this week's boxing that went by last week. I haven't had a chance to check, see what's on the menu this week coming up in boxing. But did anybody see Helenius get knocked out by Anthony Joshua? My brother called me, told me the fight was getting ready to start. I feel like in less than 15 minutes, he was texting me back saying that the fight was over, that he had knocked out Helenius, and Helenius took a minute trying to get up. Can't understand that. Can't understand it at all. But y'all know how it could be. So y'all let me know how that knockout went. I haven't had a chance to look at no footage in the background or nothing. And I seen D-Lo, I seen your question in the Discord. You showed the little footage. What movie is this? I'm excited. I'm like, oh, I know this one right off the bat. As soon as old boy said, hey, what's that for? My mind just said, Boys in the Hood, Boys in the Hood. I wrote it down all pride, like I just knew what the hell I was doing. And it takes somebody like Trey X to say, come on, OG. Come on, man. That's Friday, man. Come on, man. Then it hit me. Oh, man, you made yourself look bad. How you messed that up? You an Ice Cube fan. O'Shea Jackson. How you mess up the Cube? But y'all, y'all got to forgive me. Old man mistake, that's all. Sometimes it ain't no room in this country for old men. So I guess we just waiting on everybody to show up. Eric, how things been going with you, man? I know y'all probably at work. I've been trying to figure out. I'm thinking about trying to move to a better time that'll fit everybody and make everybody a little more comfortable doing what they got, with being able to show up and enjoy themselves. Because once again, my schedule is taking a change. Stay up late today, got to get in, go in tomorrow. I end up having to go in on my work day. But, how can you say no to money? Well, how can you say no to honest money? It's all good. We all mess up. Yeah, I know we all mess up. Some of us mess up a little more than others. But, hey, what can we say? As Smokey would say, players mess up. Players mess up too. Sometimes. We do. But other than that, we don't mess up too often. How you looking at Champ Ross, man? So I'm reading. I got to bring this up. I'm reading Gil Coles is calling out Almond Brown. Kind of bragging, sounding tough about it, saying she could wear headgear. He can only use the jab. But her comeback was one of the most classic, best comebacks I have seen in a long time. And I don't want to mess up the quote. So let me go ahead and pull it up and make sure I get this totally right. Because I damn near split my side. I was like, okay, sis, she came in with a good one on him. Say, that man, she said she about to get this man cancer. She about to blow so much smoke his way. Gil Coles, all I can say is you better get ready. This is a cool time. I'm just on the road. Got to get it early. Okay, I feel you. We'll try to keep it around this way. They tried to change my schedule up a few times. I'm fighting for this Tuesday. I am not letting Tuesdays go. I done told them they don't no need to even try to bother with me on Tuesday because I'm not trying to do it. And I'm willing to play a little bit with Monday and switch it around to Wednesday. But Tuesday must stay right where it is because MG Talks Boxing comes on Tuesday, and I like hanging out with my brothers and my sisters that come through when they come through. It's a little warm, man. It's hot. Hot in Texas. Super hot. Got to make sure I keep my black card. Say we're gonna have to lose it if I make one more mistake. Like, it seems like my mistakes, I can only make a few before I have to lose something. Tired of losing shit. Y'all tell me, tell me about how your weeks went. Let me know that everybody doing good. Give me a thumbs up or something. Show me the love, man. Let me know what's going on in my brother's lives and my sister's lives. Everybody doing okay. That money still coming in strong. Nobody's sick. Everybody's family is healthy and children doing good. These are the things that interest me and make my world go around, to know that the people I'm involved with, deal with, and enjoy spending time with, online that are doing well, and their families are doing well. Nothing is better than that. Got to get in touch with the guru, because football season getting ready to, well, football season has started, I think. And I can't wait. I really can't, because I know last year we did some betting on football, and it tuned up my pockets pretty good. So I can't wait for the Oracle to get his hat on and start doing what he do. Let me know which one of these football teams I should be messing with, college or pro. I'm all out. You know what I'm saying? I'm all out. I'm jumping in both feet. Got to get this money. Cabo around the corner. I'm trying to get to Cabo for a vacation this year. And I'm calling on the Oracle to give me some bets in, man. If y'all don't know yet, y'all should know. I done told y'all plenty times that okay, I see D-Lo, I appreciate you like to start time too. Cool. I'm getting 90 to 100 points a week and still in the 30s. Damn. Well, with that Champ Ross, man, I realized, if you're not getting triple digits in points, it's kind of hard. You will fluctuate up and down a lot. You know what I'm saying? When you hit like an 85 and a 90, that 85, 90 kind of knock you down a little bit. But I got confidence in you, Eric. You'll sit back, you'll get it together. It'll start coming back to you. I can't lie, I've been missing it though. But I'm just sitting back, seeing who doing what. But I will be back. I will be back, because D-Lo, let me just go on and say this to you right now, D-Lo. You are the reason that my 0.5 ain't behind a 3. You the reason. Gonna sneak in at the last second and beat me by 2 points and knock me 2 spots back and steal a 10th spot. I was like, look at this old crew, no good, sneak through the back door, catch me slipping on the last week of Champ Ross and take my spot. But hey, I'm a 3 right now, and I can live with a 3. But I'm coming back. I got to correct that and make that 3 move up to like a 3.5, maybe a 4. You know what I'm saying? I'm just waiting for somebody to doubt me. Apparently, it seems like the fallout of Earl Spence's ass whooping is starting to slow down. The radioactivity, the radiation, and radioactive fallout, it seems like it's coming to an end. As those who like to say, the Earl fans, Spence fans, or however, they went through a slight breakdown, I think. Start seeing some foolishness. But I can give the Crawford fans the thumbs up. They came up with some great memes and some great jokes, and some people even made some funny songs. All good. I put everything I had in that last week ending last season. Yeah, it served you well, because you came in and did just what you needed to do and knocked me out of a good spot. I'm sitting there saying, shit, I'm finna finish in the top 10 around this bitch. Y'all can't tell me nothing. I was ready to do my little dance. I was going to come on and say, yeah, call me a 0.5 over a year, and me running around here just 0.5. MZ, ain't you just a 0.5? But it's all right. D-Lo, I got you on my calendar circle. Not just on one certain particular day. I got you on all the days. Get D-Lo back. That's how I'm looking at the calendar. Just counting it down till it's time for me to get back in Champ Ross. I'm going to just slide in all quiet. Nobody going to even know I'm back until they look at the rankings and say, damn, MC back. But by then it's gonna be too late. I'm gonna be up far enough where I can get what I need to get and keep it going. Man, 2 points, Dilo. You 2 points. The whole season, you, oh man, I made this point pick bad. I rushed this pick. You're gonna wait till the last week and try to put your all your mind power and everything into it. I feel disrespected. Creeping in on a brother like that. Just wrong. Wrong for all the right reasons. And I know that don't make sense, but I'm sure my old partner get it. My old nemesis that I go head to head with. I'm sure he gets it. I just couldn't wait to get in here and talk to you guys. Nah, shit, I ain't seeing nobody. I said it's 7 of us in here. I only see, let me see something. First time I know y'all, I know we all family. Y'all do me a favor, man, and hit the thumbs up for me. It's time for us. I'm gonna try to start doing some stuff to get us to grow a little bit. Start taking things a little more serious, because I ain't never really looked at it being real serious. I just looked at it, hey, we're gonna open up the water hole, kick it with the family, and go for whatever we go for. People come, people don't. They don't. I really enjoy the way it is just set up between all of us and everything right now. I would like to know how y'all feel about the Canelo and Charlo weigh-in. I really press conference, not weigh-in, press conference. I really want to know, do you guys think, who thinks Charlo is ready and who thinks Charlo has a strong chance of beating Canelo? This is the question. This is the question that's coming across my mind. Who thinks Charlo will be ready and be able to deal with what the boxing world says is the, I guess Canelo got to be like the second or third best boxer in the world, because right now, from what consensus say, Terence Crawford is the best boxer in the world. So what y'all think? Y'all think Iron Man got a chance? That's what I want to know. Who believes that Iron Man has a chance to handle this business? See, I smashed the light before I talk. I appreciate that. Hyphy in the house. What's up, Hyphy? Y'all hit the like button before MG cry about lack of support. Inspired, like, well, stop it. You know damn well. When I come on, y'all show up. That's all the support I need. So there you go. Nah, Hyphy. Other than that, Hyphy, what's been going on, man? I ain't really been seeing you say a lot, say much. You been doing all right? I ain't seen nothing come in the mail yet about this health stuff, man, that you supposed to be reaching out to me about, man. Come on now. Don't leave me out there just flapping in the wind like some old flag, man. Come on. Come on. I've been got me going out there. You know what's 3 digits outside here in Texas and San Antonio? 3-digit temperature for me to just be taking myself outside and taking a chance of catching a heat stroke to go check the mail? Yeah. It's hot like that around here. You can't just have a brother going out there looking for things all set, ready to get things together. But anyway, I hear Ramrod. Oh, I'm waiting for Trey X to show up on there because he could tell me more about Ramrod. Bam Rodriguez. Why I keep saying Ram? Anyway, it is what it does. So, I think Mel got the best chance of the twins, but I don't like the fact that he been out so long, and putting on weight means not a lot of cardio. Yeah, I feel you on that. You know, that hand thing, and then they end up checking it. He said, I forgot all about the message to message you on Discord. Okay, no thing. I know how it is, you know. We all have mental lapses sometimes, Dilo more than others, but, you know, we all have them. You know, it's an old man thing. And you pretty young, so I know you probably just got busy and forgot. But if it was Dilo, I'd really know why he forgot. But, you know, it is what it is. No slugs, no pun intended or nothing. I'm just saying. So, I guess y'all here, I'll let y'all know. Yeah, I told y'all about the robbery attempt that happened at the job. So this is what took place. We close down every day around midnight, do paperwork, count the safe, stuff like that. It's routine. Everybody knows that. Just so happens this day, I'm in the office because I'm getting ready to leave. You know, it's like after I do the paperwork and count the money and make sure everything is good from the day before, I leave. So I'm in the office and I have the habit. I like going in the office and cutting the cameras on. I'm in here, doing my thing. I hear the doorbell ring as the door open. When the doors to the store open up, it had a little doorbell that goes off. So you will be aware if you're there by yourself that someone walks in the store. So I know it's Nate. At least I assume it's Nate. So I'm doing my paperwork, and then I hear somebody, talking loud. And I look at the camera, and I see Nate standing there fidgety and going to the drawer and, just moving funny. And this dude is actually standing in front of him, waving his arm side to side with eye, on the camera like a pistol. So he's not aware that I'm in here. So I call the police. Let them know that, it's somebody in the store holding a weapon. They ask where I am. I tell them I'm in the office. I'm looking at everything on camera, but one of my employees are out there. So when she asked, she said, he has a weapon. Does the man have a weapon or anything? Yes, he has a weapon. I also let her know that I was armed. And she said, stand down. She said, you just stay, we don't want to escalate anything. I got units on the way. Man, when I tell you guys, for the first time in my life that I could remember, that the police was called in a predominantly Black and Hispanic neighborhood, these motherfuckers showed up so fast. It's like they were right around the corner. They come in and subdue the guy. I come out the office. Nate is all right. And that's when we find out that this motherfucker had a fake gun. A fake gun, y'all. He had marked out the orange barrel with a black marker. Now, you could just imagine how I felt. I was like, this is crazy. What if we had been up here together? What if one of us had a pool? Because Nate has a gun that sits right up under the he has his piece that sits right up under his register. It's a good thing that God didn't let his mind go into survival mode or trying to be tough mode or let me shoot this guy, stop this. I'm glad he didn't do that. I'm glad he didn't do that. I'm glad he just accepted the fact, put his hands up and let things go the way they went. Because the guy would have ended up dying, getting killed, holding a toy. Thing about it is, when you think about it, he made a smart move. He tried to rob a store with a fake gun. Now, let's just imagine if he was successful. If he was successful, he got away with the money. But now that he got caught, it's not like they can give him an aggravated robbery or a robbery with a deadly weapon or anything like that. That's a felony he's not going to receive, But other than that, D-Lo say Nate should have tuned his ass up afterwards. Well, now Nate caught a lot of slack. Motherfuckers making jokes on him saying, nigga, you was in here scared of a motherfucker with a plastic gun. Well, as you all know, what's today? Today is Tuesday, Monday, Sunday. Nate received his walking papers. Ain't that a bitch? You almost get robbed with a fake gun. Then you get terminated. Nate, you know how some people just don't think, man. Just don't think. Now, we've been telling everybody, I'm in charge of counting things. I'm in charge of keeping up with cigarette counts, lottery ticket counts, the money that was made for the whole day, closed down, stuff like that. So if something's missing, it's my job to start investigating on what's missing and why this money don't match this product. So our money has been messed up for a couple of months. And the cigarettes, the money, say the cigarettes supposed to have sold so many boxes of cigarettes, a carton of cigarettes. But for some reason, the cigarette counts is not matching up with the money. So, me being I consider myself a cool manager. I let everybody know, hey, our store is under investigations. We've been under investigation for a minute because it's been messing up for a minute. You know, that store been a bad store even before I got there. So I'm like, when things start happening, loss prevention starts looking closely when a couple of bells go off. You know, if I register, if your register hits too many voids on tickets, they start looking at, you know, your footage from that time for about an hour to see what you're doing with these voids. Come to find out, my boy is selling people the stuff, getting the money, and then voiding the ticket out and pocketing the money. Now, I explained to him a couple of months ago, say, man, if you're giving stuff away or whatever, you know, don't do that. You know, it's messing up the count. People, they're going to end up catching you. And you know, the first thing people always say when you approach them, oh man, you know, I ain't doing it. I don't give nothing away. I make sure I pay for everything. Make sure everybody pay. So why the fuck they caught him putting the money in his pocket for voiding out tickets? Then he had the nerve to say, man, you should have told me something. Bitch, I did tell you something. I told you to stop. But you kept doing it. And that's like saying, you know what? I know you told me to stop, but fuck you. I'm going to keep on doing it. That's the way I took it. So, you know, you fired. But damn, you almost, I kind of think now, you know what I'm saying? I'm starting to think now, was he part of the dude that came in there with the fake gun? You know what I'm saying? Because when I got out there and the police, you know, did what they did, I seen the gun, you know, you could pretty much look at it and say that's not real. But, you know, I guess, you know, if you're nervous and stuff, I guess you're not really paying attention for motherfucker really sounds serious about it. You know, if they come in and they threatening just enough, they keeping it in a situation, in a position where you can't really tell. I can't really speak on it for sure because, like I said, I was looking at it from a screen, the cameras. I was in the office looking at him, and I was able to make the call. But still, I'm just wondering now, could he have been part of that? Don't know. But I know he's not part of the story anymore. He was on his Broner shit. Oh, Broner tried to pull a fake robbery on himself. I don't know. What I do know is I couldn't believe that he actually, you know, you fired. You know what you fired for. They tell you they got you on video and everything like that. And the first thing you want to ask the manager and the general manager, I thought we was all cool. You know, I feel like y'all could have warned me or something. What we gonna warn you? We're gonna warn you that you finna be fired so you don't show up, so it mess over the next person on their shift, you know, all these type things. I wish we should have just fired him right out the gate, get it over with. But no, they wanted to do with that. I say they wanted to do with the blue collar way, have him come in, work the man, have him doing all extra kind of shit, and then fire him. To me, that's you know, like denigrating. Well, how do you denigrate somebody's character when they get caught stealing? I guess you can't. Well, it is what it is. You know, what y'all feel about a motherfucker coming there with a fake gun getting caught? You know, like I said, it was a smart move. It was smart if he had got away, because he, you know, you can't say he robbed you with a real gun because it was a toy. So you can't get an aggravated robbery. Kind of brilliant, but stupid at the same time. It depends on how you look at it and what side of the field you on. If you're on the side of the field with the criminal, then I guess you're going to look as stupid as them. But if you're on the side of a person that's trying to work and make their money, that's not cute or fly at all. But, you know, that's what happened last week. That's what was going on in my life. It was crazy. I appreciate everybody that when I put it in the Discord, you you guys showed genuine. Y'all showed me that y'all was concerned. And I'm glad you all reached out to me. I'm fine. Nothing happened to me. I wasn't even close to being in danger. But it's mind-boggling and it's been puzzling to me for a long time. Since it happened. But, you know, for Nate to get fired with the same type thing, you know, I guess it'll be only a matter of time. I guess we'll hear something else about old boy, but I know they took his ass to jail. And they wasn't delicate with him either. They was kind of bumping him up against the door and just talking crazy. But it is what it is. You do dumb shit, you got to suffer the consequences. You got to suffer the consequences. But anyway, so did anybody see the Robert Helenius fight? Anthony Joshua. I guess Derrick James is what? 2-1 so far in his gauntlet run for best trainer. Or does Bomac automatically get that? Does Mr. Brian McIntyre automatically get that? Let me see something here. I can't wait for. I've been hearing everybody talking about football. I haven't watched the game yet. And let me give some congratulations to Armin Brown, because I see that she got 122 points and tied for sixth place. And Gil Coles, you calling out and you behind her? Oh shit, Big Bro sitting there with 110 in 12th place. Okay. D-Lo, I see you down there in 26, man, with 102 this week. But okay, I can work with that. I see y'all doing y'all things. Keep it moving. I'm trying to find a list and see which one of these, see what fights is going to be the most interesting. I know I saw that list. Here we go. Orlando Muscrete, no. Limos, Clervaux, McCain, Collins, Grammer, Nestor, Hugo, Scotty, Money Powell. Okay, we got Money Powell, the fourth fight. It's only an 8-rounder, super middleweight, 13-7. I want to check that one out. Let's see who else we got. Those are the main ones. That's pretty much the only name that really jumps out at me. I'm gonna look at everybody and see what I come up with. Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Bruce Gold, bro. Oh, Bruce Gold. Oh shit, I didn't even see. Let me look back up. I'm missing everything. Salute MZ, Musically Zone Talks Boxing. What's up, Bruce Gas Boxing and Jazz and more? How you doing, man? Glad to see you come through. As always, it's a pleasure to have you come in and do what you do. ABO9 killing. What's that, Eric, called ABO9 killing? Break that down to me. I'm kind of moving. Y'all got to work with me here. Shit. There we go. I only came in on today. I seen something else. So, I know I want to ask Eric because you into music and stuff like that. You an artist. And anybody else to listen to music. Eric you got anything to say about that Melly Mel diss track that he did against Eminem? Old school. Gary Antoine Russell came back with it. Didn't he get a knockout? Didn't he get a stoppage? But y'all salute Joseph Brown. What's going on, man? Nothing, just sitting in here chilling, just chilling, wanting to come in and hang out with the brothers. And if any of the sisters came through, had them come in and chill too. Just chilling, man. Finally getting away from last week, trying to let all of that stuff, the fake robbery and my boy getting fired and all that just slide off of me and do my thing. Okay, Armin Brown is ABO9. I got it. I had to put that in my memory bank. Other than that, Jay Brown, chilling. You know what I'm saying? Been working on a lot of songs and stuff, trying to get my music tight. Been back on the candle blast all of a sudden. I had a spike in sales here in San Antonio. And he said it was like outdated. It was outdated like bell bottoms. Dang. Well, bell bottoms kind of coming back in, but he did sound a little outdated. The style that he was using was outdated. If you were talking about Melly Mel. And Lord Jamar didn't make it no better when he was like, and then he put the rah in it. You know what I'm saying? That old school rah. I'm like, dude, it sounded like it came from a time capsule. In my opinion, it's like from the 80s. It really did. So I feel you when you say it was outdated like bell bottoms. Damn. The bell bottoms, I remember that being strong in the late 60s and the early 70s. Eric R said, I didn't hear the dish yet, but I did hear that he dropped something. Well, it surprised me that he even came out like that, because he one of the old school, back in the day, one of the pioneers. I wouldn't think that one of the pioneers would come out like that. I don't know what it is about people having a problem because M is white and he could rap and he got skills. I don't see why they got a problem with that. And I'm hearing so many people say, "Oh, if he wasn't white and he had skills like that, he wouldn't be regarded as high." Can we really say that's true? I don't know. We don't have anything. We don't have another, I say, Caucasian rapper that we would consider skilled like him that pushed the envelope like he did to give us enough data to say that. I just feel like if a person cold and can flow and got skills, if you good, you good. I'm gonna give you that respect. The man got skills and he good. He can't get put into a situation, broken glass everywhere. Niggas pissing on the corner like you just don't care. I just jumped straight to that out of what I was saying because he caught me so quick. But yeah, Joseph, he went back to old school. Don't push me cause I'm close to the edge. I'm trying not to lose my head. Like a jungle sometime and maybe wonder how we keep from going under. Ooh, he just made me have a memory right there. Made me forget about what I was saying. Yeah, but anyway, him being a pioneer, I think he should have just, give the props and let it go. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you're not set and ready to reach for your pistol and be able to spit something that's going to be able to make people say, oh, he still got it. Because right now, everybody out here saying something about it, saying, oh, no, he ain't got it. He ain't got, actually, he didn't put himself out there with some of these other fans, some of the newer fans of hip hop who may have not heard of him. They're hearing of him now. Maybe they'll go back and check out some of his later work. Work from back in the day. But right now, he done put a bad mouth in these youngsters' mouth, a bad taste in these youngsters' mouth about him because that dated style that he used. So no, Wild Wild West. Don't do Kumo D's Wild West. Don't do his Wild Wild because Kumo D Wild Wild West went hard. It went hard to the bitch, Eric. Also, I can't even give him that. But yeah, it still would have sound dated. If Wild Wild West played right now, I believe it'll sound dated too. I'm gonna have to go and pull up Wild Wild West and see. M was warranted. He been talking ish about the man for years. Oh, okay, so M been picking on Melly Mel all this time. If he have, I can't even lie to you, Jay Brown. I've been missing that. But I only mess with M when he got songs out. I don't just really follow him like that Rap God song. I really wasn't feeling that too much. When they get to rapping at a speed that you really not able to catch the syllables and it's not really on beat and stuff, I just feel like you talking like that man that's in the Guinness Book of World Records for being able to say so many words in a certain amount of time. That's how I feel about that. I could be wrong, but that's just how I feel about it. I'm just saying. Moving right along to other updates. I don't know anything about anything serious going on in the world today because I've been saying, no, Melly Mel been picking on him. For real? Dang, I didn't know that for sure. Well, I guess he got what he got. But I haven't even heard the Eminem track. To tell you what, it didn't even interest me so to the point because I'm like, this is Melly Mel and this is Eminem. How's that? They going at each other. How that's even gonna sound? So I haven't even tried to, listen to it. I just happened to see Melly Mel, so I pressed it, and he was doing that rap, and I was like, for real? The beat wasn't. He didn't pick a good beat, in my opinion. He didn't pick a good style. I think he went about that all wrong. And then he apologized, took the apology down. It's just not a good look. Not a good look at all. Not in my opinion. But, each his own. To each his own. Oh, great there. I'm at the job the other day. Old man come in, and I say, oh, he got gray hair, gray beard, but he still looked like he trying to do his thing. And it was this thick youngster, sister, female. Let me just put it thick. I mean, like looked like she exercised, and I give about like 5'11", 6 foot. Old boy was like maybe 5'9". So he turns around and see her, and instantly goes into Mac mode. And she thought, apparently she thought it was cute. She started smiling and laughing. And he was like, yeah, what's your name? When you step outside, let me holler at you. And she said, man, what you gonna do with all this? And he was like, I can show you. She's like, you too old, man. You can't you can't handle all this. And she was serious. Pops went outside and stood on the sidewalk and waited for this girl to come outside, man. Now I don't know what the conversation went like outside, but I could tell it didn't go his way because she went straight to her car and rolled off on his ass. But for him to turn around and try to Mac right there in the line, holding up the line at that, and her talking about, man, what you finna do with all, the way she said it, like she looked like looked at herself like, man, what you finna do with all this? And all that was, it was nice. Molly Mill is just a hating ass NY ninja. Not Molly. Not Molly, Jay. Jay Brown's called a man Molly Mill and not Melly Mill. That's gonna automatically get some of the hip hop community all over. I didn't get to see any boxing. I feel so disappointed. I've been hearing people talking about football, talking about the Cowboys did something. What's up with the Eagles? Where the Eagles fans at? What the Eagles did so far in the beginning of things? I'm gonna watch some football this year so I can be able to talk noise with y'all. I don't have a favorite team. Well, I got a favorite team, the Chicago Bears, but they ain't doing shit, ain't did shit since 1985. Oh, I'm sorry, when they had Hester, they was trying to do something, but went and let Peyton Manning in beat them in the Super Bowl after Hester runs 2 touchdowns. I didn't even hear Hyphy come in. What's going on, Hyphy?
Wagwan, my General MZ. Wagwan, brother.
Nothing too much, man. Like I said, I've been missing y'all. So I missed y'all last week because I ain't come on and all the stuff that was going on. I just missed being able to come in and just sit back and enjoy you guys.
Yes. But we also miss story time with Uncle MZ. Uncle MZ, tell us a story.
Man, I told you about. Man, it's been so much going on. It's so many stories. I forget more than I can remember. That's how fast they come in. Joseph Brown said it's just preseason. Ain't preseason the prelude of the real season? You know what I'm saying? They got to come out and be doing what they need to do right now to make things happen, to get ready so people can be like, who going to the Super Bowl and who not? Oh, there he is. The Oracle that popped in the house. Salute. Trey X, my brother. What's going on, man? We finna kick some ass on Bravado because football coming up. And I remember how you were showing out last season when football showed up. That's the man. So I'm already ready. I got my gun set. I'm ready to start pulling the trigger on some of these teams because Cabo is just around the corner, in my opinion. I think they said April they want to go. So yeah, I got to be ready. I'm ready to lay it down, see who's going to do what they need to do and what, when, where, and how. It's just preseason.
Hey, MZ, you see in this sport that we love and that brought us together, it ain't no preseason. You don't play this sport.
Yeah, you live this sport. You got to get it together. Eh? Only practice you get is at the gym before you get to the real deal. That's it. You got to be ready, man. You got to be ready to get punched in the face or something. 84-40 and 2 last season. Let's get this money. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Let's move that 84 to like 90. Ooh, man, I'm so excited. I can't even lie to y'all. This is like the first year that football has been playing that I'm like excited that it's finna start, that's about to start, because I know I'm gonna make some money off of it. That's why I'm excited about it. I'm about to make some money off of it. So, Hyphy, did any of our females fight last week? They know it's a Philly thing once the season starts. That's what you feel, Eric? Or I think some people gonna have. Oh no, because I think you and Joseph Brown ride with. Who is it that y'all be arguing with? Is it Gil Cole?
Yeah, you know him and Joseph. Them is the Eagles Bulls, the Philly Bull.
Right. Gil Cole is Miami, right?
Oh yeah. No, Tampa.
Tampa Bay. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get it right. I'm gonna start getting it right. I've been trying to, tag my brothers and what they like and what they dislikes and stuff like that. Seeing because my boy Trey X messed my head up, knowing I catalog and music. No, OG, I heard that song already. I know that song already. I know y'all whole catalog, and he was right. I couldn't stump him, but these new songs are stumping.
Hey, Gil the only person who is fighter. It got women rocking around here thinking they could whip his favorite fighter ass.
Oh man, ain't that something? You right. Gil Cole, you got to get shit together over there in your camp, man. I don't even know what Gil is, but I'm sure he gonna hear this. Cause anytime, you know what, Hyphy? I have to agree with you because Clarissa, whether she knows it or not, she is really stepping over a fine line with calling Keith out. She calling this man's she putting his manhood on the line, jeopardizing. He in a no-win situation. If he say, yeah, I'll go out there and do a charity and beat her up, people gonna be like, Keith knew he was wrong for beating her up. She go out there and do anything good against him, then they're gonna be like, oh, Keith tripping. He let Clarissa go out there and put hands all on him. This is a no-win situation for him. She needs to be worried about Shadeja.
Yeah, that's a whole. We'll definitely touch on that in a second, but this whole thing about Keith here calling out Keith and all that stuff. It's just basically like a popularity thing. Just for some attention because she knows damn well that the rule is put in place by sanctioning bodies and the commissions. That type of fight can never happen.
Right. It's just the fact that, of all people to shoot a slug at, she's shooting it at Keith. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's, it's a little tasteless. She should save her energy for her side. You know what I'm saying? Really, her side of the street. When it comes to girls fighting and men fighting, there is a side of the street. So she should just let that go because when they thought it was a man dressed up in girl clothes that beat up what's her name? Wasn't nobody screaming about trying to run up on her too fast.
Yeah, it's just like out of all the male fighters she could have picked, it's like why him? I mean, there's a better who ain't fought in over 18 months, we'll say it. So it's just like why him? That just lets you know how everybody look at Keith.
Exactly. So, Gil, I'm sorry that your fighter going through a lot. Oh, Joseph Brown got a good question. First, let me say Tampa Bay going to be straight dumpster juice this year. Those are words from Judge Joe Brown. Then he backdoor and say, now, if Thurman wins, will that make him the GOAT? Whoa. Dang. My brother say, I ride with the Cowboys, but the Tulane Green Wave is my favorite in football. Favorite team in football. And we made some money off of them last year. I remember. We're going to make some money off them again this year. That's right. Tampa Bay season is the draft. All I know is I'm finna go to Cabo. I'm finna go and claim it right now. We finna make this money during this season. I'm gonna put it all to the side so I can go to Cabo. That's right. That's right. You ever been to Cabo, Hyphy?
No, I'm not gone to Cabo, but that's definitely a popular travel destination. So it's pretty much guaranteed you're gonna have a good time.
Okay. I can feel that. I'm trying to reach out and see if anybody ever been that way. Reading about it is one thing. Hearing somebody's experience is a whole nother. But I can't, as you can hear my voice, I am excited about it. I can't wait to get out there and take my wife and and just enjoy life. I'm getting to the point now. I'm pondering retirement.
Oh yeah, hey, after that scare, huh? That goddamn plastic gun had your heart racing, huh?
No, because I was in the office. You know what I'm saying? It did get my adrenaline pumping. And when she asked, called the lady of the police, and she was like, he got a weapon. I'm like, yeah, I'm armed. She was like, stand down. I got people coming. Don't do nothing. You know how they do. Don't escalate the incident. Stay in the office. Keep your eye on the camera. And just, man, the police got there so fast, though, bro. They got there so fast. They came in there with their guns out. When you see it on camera, boy, he got slammed down.
Oh, so he was still inside the store, yeah?
Yeah, but I was like, I had never seen the police show up so fast. It was like they was like already driving that, because we have a lot of police driving up and down the street a lot around from like 12:30ish to 3. From 3 to 4, it get real heavy. But I guess they was out and about, because they showed up like instantly. It was like, I need the police. And it's a guy in here with a gun. He trying to rob us. She finished when she was talking to me. We were still on the phone. No hoes came through the door.
Yeah.
I was like, they here. And when they slammed that. He was puffed up a little bit. Like I said, they wasn't easy with him at all. They puffed his ass up. And then the man said, this is a fake gun. This motherfucker trying to rob a store with a fake gun.
Hey, I just go to show you, because you were saying because the gun not real. You said like his charges ain't even all
serious.
that. Nah?
He gonna get. I don't even what you call it. I don't even know what kind of robbery you would call that. Strong arming. But I know it's not. It's not gonna be like one of those major. It's not a major felony because he didn't have a real gun.
See, that's crazy how it go. Like, something like that. But then, we didn't heard all type of other situations where them charges hit way harder. You feel me?
Hell yeah. An aggravated charger had you 60.
Yeah.
You got to do, I think, if the last time I remember anything about the penal system, I remember if you had 45 ag, you had to do 40. Stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You got to do 40 before they even talking to you about a parole.
Hey, MZ, hey, everybody in the chat know MZ be all on the panel. I wish a nigga would. I wish a nigga would. And the first time a nigga did, he did. MZ stayed in that office.
Well, hey, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm glad that it went that way. I'm glad that my mind didn't go into some kind of, we finna stop this right here, right now. We would, we could end up killing a dude that wasn't armed. That would have been more detrimental to my mental state than anything. I'm glad it went down the way it did. That don't mean you would catch me outside and I won't shoot at you.
Hey, I mean, Joseph, when he come on, he could elaborate some more. But we didn't heard for a while. It's like a pretty common thing that in places like New Jersey and New York, gun laws are more strict. It'd be a whole lot of the robberies happen with fake guns and stuff.
For real?
Yeah, because it's like guns is more challenging to come across over there.
Because Chicago got gun laws too, but they got plenty guns.
Oh yeah.
They got plenty guns. It don't seem like their gun laws got anything to do with them. Say Keith Thurman fought one time from 2020 to 2023. I've been to Cabo. Best time is December, close to Christmas time. Oh man, so yeah, I need to know what it's like, what I should look for. We're not going in Christmas time. We're going like close to my wife's birthday. I want to do it for her birthday. So I figured that would be a good thing. I just said, Cabo, let's do Cabo. So that's what we're going to do. And she was like, you sure? I'm like, man, I got the best connect when it comes to making bets to help make the money up. Yeah, I'm sure. It's going to happen. I'm ready. Eric God said, I haven't been there yet. Joseph Brown said he going to jail for impersonating a robber. Oh, he ain't going. He gone. He lumped up gone.
Hey, do y'all remember that boxer James Kirkland from, about like a decade ago? But you see, he was he was on track to have like a promising career, but then something that happened when he was a prospect going into contender status, he ended up catching an armed robbery case, and that put him away for a couple years. And then when he came back, they tried to put him on a fast track, and he ended up getting knocked out.
Dang.
And yeah, that's the one who was he was being trained by Ann Wolf.
Okay, I know that. I do know the name Kirkland, and the face seems to be a little muddled, but I do remember that name. I didn't know he went through that.
Yeah, he's from I want to say he's from San Antonio or Austin, one of them. I think San Antonio.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check and see if he's from San Antonio. I need to know that history. If he's from San Antonio, seeing I'm in this city now, I need to know that. Here God say, glad everyone is safe. That's why, yeah, it was wild. Old boy wasn't safe. He went up out that motherfucker puffed up. I think, you know what I'm saying, going through my mind after, like I said, I think Nate might have been in on it. It just cost Nate got caught for stealing. Like he might have been saying, I'm gonna have my register. I ain't gonna drop my money, but they waited to the wrong time. They should have tried to do it before midnight. You know what I'm saying? Before I took all the money from the drawers and put everything in the safe, they should have tried to get him in when the drawer was full. But people don't think right. You tell a motherfucker all day, it's a camera watching you. Don't put nothing in your pocket. And then you look at them on the camera, and 5 times throughout the day, they done pocketed money. And everybody always say, look at the camera. What the fuck you think we sitting here talking to you about it for right now? We looked at the camera. No, that was change that they said I could have. So why you press the void button? You know what I'm saying? Why you ring them up, bag their stuff up, they leave, then you press the void button and put all the money in your pocket? That's not keep the change. You kept it all.
Hey, now the question, and we'll never know, but the question I have for Nate, hey, is you when you pocketing this money and stuff, is you charging niggas like the full price, or is you at least giving them like a little discount?
No. Looking at the paperwork, he ringing up everything. You know what I'm saying? And then they leave. He keeps the money. Now,
yeah.
say a female come in there. She want to buy a pack of Newports. She buy a pack of Newports. He give her 2. I'm like, dude, you really what you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. See, that's people that
D-Lo asking me a question. She said, I've seen the movie Cinema. It's about a botched robbery and everything afterwards. It's on what's that, Tubi? Starring Damon Wayans. No, I've never heard of that movie. I'll check it out though. Wait, Tubi. Is that on? I think I seen that on my stream thing on my I can't even remember the name of my TV thing. But I think I seen Tubi. I don't think I like the movies on there. I don't like the commercials. I hate commercials. All rise for the Honorable Judge Joe Brown stepping in the house. What's happening, man?
What's going on, man? How's it going, Hypey? One.
Well, McGraw and Don.
So, Joe, Hypey said you know something about that. Oh, it's pretty good. Tubi is free. That means they got commercials. All that free streaming stuff, they be having commercials, and a lot of them. A hell of a lot. So, Jay Brown, they be robbing people in New York with fake guns too?
Not necessarily, man. It ain't hard to get access to guns, especially on the East, man. It's easy to get guns.
I wouldn't think it was hard to get guns nowhere, because this is the United States. They'll fight you over their guns faster than they'll fight you over food or their wife.
Yeah, niggas is carrying. They not trying to keep them because the gun laws is crazy over there.
Mm.
So if they got a gun and it's illegal, they trying to make sure that bitch is not attached to them in any way.
I got a question. I don't know if you know the answer to this, MZ, but okay. So I guess this investigation that happened on Mr. Nate, you know, it went on for quite some time. So they had somewhat of like an estimate of how much he basically caused the store to lose. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
on our cigarettes alone, we had lost like 570. I think they said 570 some odd dollars in a couple of months. Now the problem with the cigarettes coming up missing, you got to start looking at who hit a void, who register was pumping out cigarettes, which register hit a void at the cigarette or had some kind of problem. So then you go back, you pull up the footage, you go to the timer that's on the slip from the register, and you go to that footage and you start looking at it. We can only look at a few things, and if we see something, then we're supposed to reach out to loss prevention, and then they'll do the rest. But what it was happening so often that after so many voids and no sales are pushed on one register, it automatically alarms loss prevention, and they take over the cameras and they start watching. So loss prevention are the ones that built up. The call to fire him came from home office.
yeah, the question I had is so let's say if his actions would have cost the store an exorbitant loss, you know, money wise, would you know, things have been more serious as far as you know, his punishment?
Just firing him?
Yeah, is there like a certain like threshold that, you know, he would have had to cross to, you know, make stuff more serious for him?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what the threshold is, because there was a guy there that stole $1,300 straight out the safe. I mean, straight out the drawer. Instead of dropping money, he kept putting it in the drawer like somebody gave him 100. Instead of him dropping it directly in the safe like he's supposed to and making change, he would just keep it in his drawer. Then when it was time for him to clock out, he just took it all. Now they questioning when they was firing, and it was like, we already saw you took $1,300. This motherfucker said, no, it was 17. But they didn't send him to jail. They just fired him. I don't know what it is with Circle K and they firing the way they fire people, but it seems like, you know, Baby D was a thief, and we had, you know, let them know about her. It took them a minute to fire her. They knew that she was stealing before I went on my vacation to Hawaii. They didn't fire her until I came back from Hawaii. They fired her the day I got back.
Baby D, huh?
Yeah, Baby D. Now, why would you let a person that you know steals, why would you let them keep coming to work?
Unless you trying to get more evidence to file charges against them. But they ain't do that.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Because I've heard different stories from different managers tell about different employees that got caught stealing. And the only thing they did to them was fire them. I'm like, so y'all let these motherfuckers get away with all that, and y'all didn't do nothing? Y'all just, well, I guess insurance make them say, fuck it. You know, it costs money I guess they say it costs money to take a motherfucker to jail. I'm like, I thought sending a motherfucker to jail was free. You call the police, they come get them.
Yeah, all that time into that investigation, that wasn't free.
But, you know, you already pay those people to sit behind those computers and look at those computers anyway. When an alarm go off and you're supposed to start investigating, I'm like, I feel like it's a waste of manpower. If you sit there and you look at the screen, you see this person doing this, you see this person doing that, and you writing all this down, y'all can factor in how much money they done cost and everything, because y'all got access to all that. And the only thing you do is send them out of there. Motherfucker that stole the 1,700. 3 days later, he was working at a quick stop or something like another spot like that. 3 days later, I was like, wow. So y'all just let the problem leave and go to someplace else. That right there is stupid to me. You're not helping the community in no kind of way. You messing it over.
Hey, everybody got to get this work, MZ.
Yeah, I guess. But shit, I can't explain it. I'm just not with that. You had a chance. You making easy money. This is Nate I'm talking about. You making easy money. We upsell as like, everybody in the store, they upsell. Say, we got a couple of people that don't work registers. All they do is stock and clean and stuff like that. We upsell to a certain point. It brings your pay per hour up $1, $2, or the max out is $3. So if you're making $18 an hour, you could end up making 21 for that week. If we upsell enough. This week we did it. We only earned $2 an hour extra. But I'm telling everybody, y'all handle y'all business. That's like a bonus on your chest. Like really, it's like overtime without working it. Let me put it like that. It turns into overtime without working overtime. This motherfucker had the nerve to say, why y'all didn't tell me?
Man, hey, don't ask me how I know, but it's crazy. I had a partner that I've known for a long ass time. So he ended up, this is like a college educated dude and everything, corporate dude. He ended up working at Shell gas station. So long story short, he let it be known that, hey, gas half price. Yeah,
he did what?
Yeah, gas half price.
And they didn't send him to prison? Wow, because you fuck messing with gas, cigarettes, and lottery, all that's federal.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. There's laws and sanctions on that gas, those cigarettes, and those lottery tickets. Oh, and beer.
Well, all I know is this thing he was doing. I mean, look, like the trucks, they're like the trailer 18-wheelers. Sometimes, some people would pull up and you would see like two of those. He filling them up. He talking about, they taking like 300 each. Mind you, this is like years ago, so fuel was cheaper. But yeah, we used to see him doing that. And it's like, you go there, to do your thing. He probably have you waiting like an hour. He got like 20 cars ahead of you. So he was getting it. And I just know, one day he ended up letting us know, like, all right, this is gonna be the last week. And I kept in contact with him, so nothing happened to him.
Wow.
So yeah, like he didn't get fired or anything. He just left the establishment.
He got out before they can get to him.
Yeah, I was surprised.
So whole point had his own. He had his own half off sale.
He was killing it too. Like I said, hey, we'll go like I get mad because we waiting like an hour. He got all these cars ahead of us.
It's a girl that comes up to our job. Ghetto fabulous, she got a gold grill in the mouth, loud, dressed, how they dress. And she come up there, I don't know, she gets somebody's card, somebody's gas work card or something. And she come up there and post up at the pump and charge people $20 to fill up. And be up there making the killing. And she pay at the pump with the card, so I don't know how she doing it. It ain't got nothing to do with me. But I know I have paid for a couple of full tanks of gas myself from $20 for a full tank at the prices right now. Come on, man.
Hey, hype, you know what that sound like?
What?
That sound like scamming.
How they do it though?
Hey,
All I
there's
know is
ways.
she got a credit card. She run that hoe. I'm like, so don't nobody have on whoever credit card she got. I'm like, they ain't got an alert on that motherfucker.
Trust me, she ain't got the same one every time.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't heard of this thing like multiple times. It's basically like sometimes you can find people that can like make cards.
Mm,
So it's basically just like the card keeps. Sometimes people they be getting access to like corporate cards.
okay.
Yeah, so it's like it's not like the person like whoever like had the card. They not like monitoring it themselves because like you said it's just like probably like a company card. Yeah, so you gotta keep switching them up there. Yeah, yeah that connecting came around every once in a while too.
Yeah, but you got to have a connection to keep getting these cards. How this help for getting her hands on these cards? She don't look like she belong in nobody company.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you know, she
Must got
she
some
do.
mean head on somebody.
Hey, it's all profit for her.
Yeah,
That's
that
why
part.
that's why she doing it how she doing it.
Shrink Busters got Nate's ass. D-Lo say, I can't say what it was before they tightened up security at my job around 2015. MS was stealing hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of stuff, buying brand new cars, boats, and paying cash for homes. Nobody got arrested except two people. And it was because he refused to pay a fine for his side chick. And she, what? And she snitched. One of the dudes deleted himself to avoid prison. The case ended up thrown out. Wow. The side chick got you busted. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
it's hard, MZ, to get caught doing that shit, especially if you don't have no witnesses. And as long as you just not getting caught red-handed, it ain't easy for them to get.
Okay, my boy D-Lo said it's a clone card. Folks do that all the time. Yeah. I guess, if you sit down and you think hard enough about it, you can come up with some kind of scam or scheme or something like that. But I'm like,
Hey, on YouTube,
if you
on
work that
YouTube,
hard, those or the cloning cards.
yeah, they got shorts for dudes wearing masks showing niggas how to do that shit on YouTube.
Wow. Crazy. Now I just imagine, I'm like, you take all that time to think of something criminal to do. You could use that same brain power to come up with something legit to do. But I am now convinced that people do bad shit because it's easier to do something bad, and then you don't do the good shit because it's hard to do good. That's messed up in the world. Why you steal that lady money like that on her card, baby D? Well, she was sending this much to herself. I figured I might well just get a little bit. And you lost your job for that? I don't even know, Nate, what you stealing for? You get paid every week. You get a nice little check. Why are you taking these people? You got you. It is what it is.
Hey man, all the stereotypes being reinforced, man.
Damn. That stupid is what stupid does. Forrest Gump was a genius when he said that. Because you got to be stupid to think you can stand in front of a camera and think you can get away with something. And the way they got the cameras set up in the store, man, it's like the camera looking at you. There's no move you can make. You know what I'm saying? It's a camera set to see in front of you, and it's a camera set that's behind you. So they got a 360 view around you. You know what I'm saying? They can zoom in, and it's ridiculous because, I sit in the office and play with the camera sometimes. Just because it's fun and I can. But I let this dude know, man, say whatever you're doing, you need to stop. Stop giving people, stop giving stuff away. Stop doing this. Stop doing that. All right. I got you. Boss lady comes. When they still giving stuff away, I'm like, man, I just talked to this dude. So he pretty much to me, you saying fuck me. So there it is. You gone. After you almost got robbed by a plastic gun. How if you talking about MG? Man, I would have came out there, man. But it wasn't no need to. I followed protocol. I called the police because I was in the right spot to do it. And they showed up and Joseph Brown, you said stereotypes are being covered, but no, they not, because that dude wasn't black.
I know Baby D was black.
Yeah, we all know that. Y'all seen the picture of Baby D. Baby D still be coming up to that store telling people, I'm getting my unemployment. We like, no, you don't get unemployment for getting fired for stealing.
God, dog, bro. Bro, that's sad, man.
You know what, D-Lo, I kind of halfway agree with you. He said he knew it was coming, MZ. That was his attempt to grab a nice service package before on his way out the door. I'm probably getting moved by his happy. Sidebar. Charlo probably getting whooped with his happy to be their ass.
Charlo say he didn't come to lay down, he come to win.
I asked earlier what you think. What you got any thoughts on that fight? I haven't really given it any as of yet. He said he know that jab gonna have to do something to make that fight go his way.
He can't be stupid with his jab like he was against Castaño. I mean, he can't be throwing jabs from mid range and not moving his head and shit, because he's gonna get countered. And when you get countered by Canelo, that's a whole different level. And if Canelo's standing in front of Canelo like he did Castaño, he gonna have problems unless they working on fighting in the pocket and slipping and being in the eye of the storm.
I don't know if Charlo is equipped for that.
Well, he gonna have to, because he ain't gonna be able to dance for 12 rounds. I mean, he can use angles, but he gonna definitely have to work off the jab. I mean, there's definitely a style that we've seen that gives Canelo issues, and if you can work consistently off the jab, he has problems getting around that.
Not saying he has to try to fight like Bivol, but he better go and study Bivol. I would say, because you're right, angles is going to be important, but an educated jab is going to be the key, especially if he can boot him with a good solid jab. If he can do that, it ups his chances greatly. But standing in front of him, because to me, Canelo, when you stand in front of him, he try to give it all to you in every punch. And I don't think Charlo, his defense, we see him get caught sometime. I don't think he can be getting caught over and over like that. Let me see. Oh, Derek Bailey in the house. Salute, my brother. How you doing? Tilo say, I don't. I have to see how Charlo behaves in the coming weeks. The boy suffered from hero worship syndrome. Maybe he snaps out by fight night. You think he you really think he look up to Canelo like that? Or you think he just saying that because he figured out that, you talk nice about Canelo, you might get the fight? Derek Bailey said, I don't know if Charlo can do what Bibble did. No, I wouldn't expect him to do what Bibble did. But I would think that, he would study Bibble and take some pieces, realize that jab was one of the key things to help keep Canelo at bay. When Canelo did get up on Bibble, Bibble was smart enough to get the hell up out of there. And he let combinations go because, Canelo, for some reason, I don't know if he trying to set traps or something, but he will go up against the ropes and languish there a couple of minutes. And I think he'd be trying to let guys punch themselves out and then try to jump on them. So I don't think he should fall for that trap either. I think he's going to have to be smart and educated through the whole fight. And listen, don't get hard-headed and get in his own head like he did in previous fights that we've seen, like the Tony Harris loss and the Castano draw. He needs to be open and all the way open and ready to absorb the night. Yeah, so if he is hero worshiping, he needs to snap out of that like right now. Shoot, forget all that other stuff.
I don't think he's hero worshiping. I don't think that's what he's doing. I think people want him to be belligerent, and I don't think Charlo needs to do that at this point. He gave Canelo his respect, but he also said, I didn't come here to lay down, I came here to win. And a lot of his visceral was, questions being asked about how the media portrays him and what the media thinks or the naysayers say about him. And he gave typical Charlo responses. Like, I don't give a fuck about what they got to say. They always been against him. Who cares what they got to say? So he sounds like himself, but he's more reserved. He understands the moment. This is a big opportunity for him. And I'm not saying he's going to shock the world, but I know it's going to be a competitive fight.
Okay. D-Lo say, absolutely. I've been saying that for years. Jamel is Canelo's number one fan. Everybody else speaking. Here's some points made by D-Lo. Long layoff, injury, up 2 weight classes. That so far, the consensus, things have shown the long layoff fighters have been struggling and taking losses. Charlo coming off of a layoff before the broken hand. Then he breaks the hand, which I heard him say, my hand ain't nothing wrong with my hand. I'm good and this and that. But you ain't fought in a minute. To me that, excuse me, at first I was under the impression that, if they spawn and everything like that, it should be good. But now I realize that when they step in the ring, that fight is 10 times more ferocious, I think, than their sparring. And for whatever reason, it do have them better ready for their next fight. I don't know if they've just got themselves set to where they can fight once a year or maybe twice a year at the most, where they have to have those fights to keep themselves sharp. Because every dude that been laid off for a minute, 13 months, 14, 15 months, every one of them pretty much suffered in they fights.
MZ. All right, so you can't keep playing this game. It's basically like playing with death, where you go into a fight off of a long layoff. So now let's think about this layoff. Jamel's been out of the ring for about, let's say, like a year and a half. About time the fight comes. So once this fight comes, now as far as like a training camp, when you've been active, you don't gotta have such a long training camp. You can go have like a 6-week training camp, but when you've been inactive, you gotta have a lot, more time put into that training camp. Now, obviously, we know one thing we can say, yeah, his head coach on paper has been busy, but then we also know he will. At least his last bout, he was predominantly trained by Jan Guzman. So I don't know, just how long he's really been training for this fight, but it's definitely a lot of rust to knock off. With all that, training and all that stuff. Joseph just said one thing. The layoffs is one. We was also talking about every time you fight a PBC fighter fights a non-PBC fighter, it usually don't go well for them. That's something that definitely has to be taken in consideration. And then on top of that, you coming off of we'll just take his word for it. He's coming off of an injury that obviously was serious enough that it had him out of the ring. It pushed that fight back and had him out of the ring for a long time. So I'm gonna just take it as it's serious.
Right. All I'm say, I'm gonna reserve judgment on it until I get to see a little more of Jamel. But the layoff stuff is serious enough to be like, dang, you got to look at that. Trey say, it look like we might get Matias versus, I can't even believe, attempt to say this last, Gashev.
Dadashev?
That's how Gadashev. He said that's a good fight. He said then he will get Jamel next on 3-year layoff.
Oh yeah. Hey, because I did hear that multiple times. He said after he beat him, he's going to come for the older brother.
Wow. I guess he's gonna pay him both. Well, he got to beat the first brother first before he do that. So, Trey said Jamel hasn't fought since May of last year. Only 2 fights since 2020. Yeah, he ain't. As far as fighting on regular, he ain't up to optimal right now. He's not up to optimal. Moving up, I can see them playing the game with the moving up thing, weighing only so much, but just not fighting. You know, I'm kind of learning my lesson from these dudes with these layoffs. As much as I have to say it, you know, I was like, fuck it, we'll go against the layoffs. But now I'm like, those layoffs been kicking my butt. And you made, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I was just saying, then you made the point that my PVC fighters, when they've been laying off and then stepping outside of the realm of their fighters, they've been getting beat up.
Yeah, I want to, after you catch up on the comments, I want to throw something out there.
Okay, absolutely. The fight will be competitive. Canelo never gets clear separation versus his best opponent. Oppositions. We forgot about Pitbull winning across promotions, fighting against dang, it jumped on me. Fighting against Carebra recently. That's right, Pitbull did get a win, and he do fight over there with the PBC people. Yay for PBC. I'm just fucking with y'all. You say, where was your antennas when they were good one? Where was your antennas when Nate was robbing the store blind? Did you not hear me say I had warned Nate? Hey man, you need to stop doing what you're doing. Stove been being watched. I told him my antennas was up. I tried to give the boy a break. He ain't want it. His action said, you know what, man, fuck you, MZ. I'm doing what I'm doing. I wanted to fire him a long time. Matter of fact, we had fired him before, and Boss Lady brought him back. And then she asked us to vote. Who all say we should bring him back? I was like, nah, leave him fired. But now they ain't listening to me. He brought his ass back. See what he did to him? Yeah, y'all brought him back, and he had all y'all bent over the counter taking money while I'm watching it on the video account. Yeah. That nigga was dancing like a motherfucker. Whew. I'm tripping. Y'all forgive me. My mind went off for a second. Thinking about people. Wow, my antennas wasn't up. That's a good one though, D-Lo. I like that. Wow, my antennas. My antennas always up, homie. Where were we at? Hyphy, you were getting ready to say something. Oh, Joe, you was in there? That was you? Go ahead.
Well, go before me, Joe.
No, I was just gonna say that Canelo made some sound bites today. He told us who he thought the best promotions were. Canelo Alvarez promotion and PBC promotions are the best promotions. So I don't know if he felt, you know, inclined to throw that shot out there in the world and let everybody hear it. But there's been a lot of negative PBC love going out here, and the biggest name in boxing just threw a big fat layup to him and gave him some high praise at some needed time. So shout out to Canelo Alvarez.
Yeah, I guess if there's one time I could say go ahead and do your thing. I guess that would be the one time. Go ahead, Canelo. You're right, Joe. Our PBC family do need a little help right now. Like somebody put a couple of holes in the boat, and the pump ain't pumping fast enough. But we're gonna turn it around. We're coming back and kick a bunch of ass. We might have to dust off Keith Thurman gloves and let him fight somebody.
Hey, if he fought Clarissa, that'd be a cross promotion. That's bad.
Stop it.
Don't do it. Don't do that, MZ.
You saying Keith will lose? Don't do Keith like that, man. We can't call Keith manhood in like that. Keith is a motherfucking unified champion at 147 pounds. Now, let me just go on and be like, Clarissa, you could beat up a dude, but not one of the dudes that doing what you doing at no high level. You're going to get hurt. Stop playing.
Hey, Hypey ain't shit for that one. They've been taking a lot of cross-promotional L's. Give me another casualty.
Yeah. All right, so what I wanted to just throw out there, me and Joseph, we heard James Gogi talking about this. So PBC, now look, for us fans, we happy because we seeing PBC, they throwing their fighters in tough, whenever we see them pretty much. Like to me, I'll be satisfied with all the PBC undercards, at least like whenever they're on regular Showtime. So we seeing that they throwing fighters in tough, but the truth is because one, they don't have enough dates, and then they are being forced to by the network. Now that benefits us fans, but one thing that we are seeing as well, and we've seen it twice within the last month. It was one upset on the weekend. I forgot that guy who fought on the undercard against the Colombian.
Trayvon Marshall, right? He was a casualty.
Yeah, he was one, and then you had Elvis Gomez. He lost.
Mm-hmm.
So the thing is, even though we like the fact that we get in competitive fights all the times, to me it seemed like PBC, they can't build up good fighters because they don't have the time to build up a fighter. It's like they gotta rush and get everything out there just to fucking survive. How y'all feel about that?
Well, I will say this, Hypey. I think that Espinoza and Tom Brown and them guys, they really need to sit down and try to create another avenue, another place, and another day, every week for a lot of their prospects to be able to get some fights in so they could develop them. Maybe they should invest in a place in California, a small venue, and just have that as a hub for all their prospects to be able to get extra dates. It's not like it's going to cost them a ton of money to do that. They can figure out a budget for it, and that way it gives them them prospects more dates, more time to grow and blossom that talent. I mean, it's something that they haven't cultivated, and they relied heavy on a lot of their stars. So this is a whole new ball game for them, and it's like these are part of the growing pains. But if they continue to take massive setbacks like this, they're not going to have any product going forward.
Well, as a fan, I have to look at it like any other sport. You look at PBC, that's really a team. Top Rank, that's really a team. These promotional companies are really teams, even though they got different individual fighters doing their thing. It's just a time that our good players, like you said, Joseph Brown, our good players is taking losses, and it's the time of change is starting. Is these new shining stars is time for them to start erupting. I agree with you. PBC need to come up with a way to start getting these names, start getting them publicized and out there like they did for Tank and stuff like that. Start getting them in these fights where the fan-friendly fights where people can start getting their eyes on them and start getting the interest built up.
I mean, it's just a situation where you just got to pick, maybe bring back Tuesday night fights, or bring, an off day like Monday night fights. Just have a certain day each week where you're just showcasing your young fighters.
Wait a minute. D-Lo said one of these disrespectful brothers had the audacity to go to King of Scumbo's channel and ask him if he paid his debt to Yasser yet. Who did that? He said, we don't, Trey X said, we don't give the Cuban prospects, Giannis Tellez, any shine for being the first man to stop Sergio Garcia on the Crawford Spence undercard. Good looking prospect trained by Ronnie Shields. I'm trying because I watched all three of the fights. Which number fight was that? Was that the second fight?
I can't remember, but I know exactly which fight he's talking about. I actually watched that fight, and I don't know if you familiar with who Sergio Garcia is.
Yeah, I watched all three of those fights.
Okay, yeah. Well, yeah. He stopped him, and that's only like his, I think like 5 or 6 fights in.
Hey, and Ronnie's flying out this week for another fight with one of his Cubans that's fighting this week. So yeah, he's got a nice little list of talented Cuban fighters in his roster, man.
I'm trying to let my mind go back to the fight so I can remember who he is and what he looked like. Y'all, hold on, somebody busting in.
Well, yeah, just coming back on that. Now that fight, for example, if that was ESPN, top ranking them, I don't think they would have thrown him in with Sergio Garcia. They probably would have given him like 2 more fights going ahead, and then that other guy, Marshall. I mean, like you said, you throw him in with a Cuban. I mean a Colombian. Yeah, he didn't have many pro fights, but that's a deep amateur fighter. They threw him in there, and you seen what the result was. To me, ESPN and Top Rank, they wouldn't make that mistake, but that's because it's like they have time. They're not under so much pressure to make those fights and push these guys and try to find the next star.
Yeah, I can go with that. Everybody have said that Top Rank are the best at building up their fighters. Even Earl Spence gave them props for that. They the best at doing that. Say, tell him look good. The main event outshine the undercard, and Pitbull Cruz is not it. Pitbull won his fight though. See, I didn't say we don't. I said we didn't. Take your time, OG. Slow down. You right. Let me see. Yeah, you did say I didn't. It ain't like it was gonna change. I'm tripping. Take your time, Rev. Take your time. Oh, see? Go ahead, D-Lo. I feel you. You just trying to pay me back, but it's all good. I don't care. I've been asking everybody, nobody answered me yet. Did y'all see Anthony Joshua win his fight?
Yeah, I saw it.
What kind of what was a knockout? Because my brother called me. I was on my way to work. And he was like, you watching the fight? You gonna watch the fight? And I was like, what fight? And he was like, Anthony Joshua. I was like, oh yeah, he do fight, but it was early. I think I went in at 7 that day. And I remember pulling into the parking lot, hanging up with him. By the time I walked in the store and got clocked in and stood behind the register, he had called me and told me he had knocked the dude out.
Yeah, it was similar to how Inouye hurt Fulton and ultimately stopped him. So Basically, it was a jab to the chest, came over top with the right hand. It was one of those things that James, in between rounds, Derek James was telling him to throw the jab to the chest and then throw the right hand. Just keep throwing the right hand. And he threw. He did exactly what James asked him to do, and the fight was over.
Mm.
So it was one of those things he finally was able to execute what was being instructed, and the fight ended. But up until that point, it wasn't really much to draw from the performance. He still had a lot of tentative. Um, his jab, his everything he was doing was tentative. He was being a little bit too patient, was thinking a little bit too much. It wasn't flowing for him, and going into a fight with Wilder, it's going to be problematic if he's not being more instinctive with what he's doing.
Okay. Devo said everyone saw it, MZ, but the silence should tell you no one was impressed overall. Okay. Now I was just curious. I wanted to, I wanted to know what he looked like. My brother is just, screaming. He's still talking about, little bro, don't be mad at me because Crawford beat Spence. I'm like, for real, bro, you too? You too.
But yeah, I think it was good for his psyche overall, his mental overall. I think it was good because he put Hellenius to sleep.
Sleep, or just
oh yeah, he was asleep. He was knocked out cold. So we haven't seen AJ do that to somebody in quite some time.
Wow. Oh yeah, that got to be that'll make you go home and put your big dick suit on. I put that boy to sleep, had him snoring in the ring. Okay, I can see that. That is a great confidence booster. I knocked out the dude. Wilder knocked out too, but I put him to sleep. I feel that. AJ has gotten round since his two latest defenses. Wilder has gotten in one round since his two KO losses.
Yeah, and AJ right now, out of all the top heavyweights, he's the most active.
Yeah, that's true.
That's another thing that he's got going for him. His activity. He's went 12 rounds. Matter of fact, his last couple of fights up until this fight,
he's went 12 rounds.
He's went 12 rounds. So he's been active. He's got the rounds you wanted to see, and now he finally has that knockout that he hasn't been getting lately.
Okay, I got you, D-Lo. He said defeats. Because I was seeing him saying why he had to put out Wilder 2 KO losses and he give AJ defenses. What's that about? But I see he made him a typo. No problem.
And somebody made the statement. I said, man, it's just a shame to say this, but Wilder has one victory in the last 3 years. Ain't that crazy to think about?
It is. Yeah. But not really because, he got, 2 losses and a draw.
Well, we just saw, within the last 3 years. Only 3 fights. That's crazy.
Now, I'm sitting here trying to figure out why he's not being able to, why he's not fighting. Unless he just got a plan that he only gonna want to fight certain names and then be done.
Because it's all about the money. Fighting. It's all about the money, MZ.
We know why he ain't fighting.
Yeah, it's about the money. The man has an inflated self-worth of what he thinks his value is, and he's not willing to take less money to fight.
Mm.
And it's not just him. It's Andy Ruiz. It's Dillian White. It's a whole bunch of them.
Let's not even put Dillian name in there. This
Tyson Fury.
That's a drug test.
Well, I'm saying Tyson Fury also. All these guys, man.
They got money already. They tripping.
But you know, AJ, it ain't stopping AJ. AJ getting the work in.
Right, he is. Almond Brown 09 in the house. What's up, sis? She say, hey, MZ, panelists and chat. Blessings.
Salute to you, Queen.
Yes.
Salute. Also, congrats on that top 10 finish in Champ Ross. We see you up there
Yeah, she tied
making
for number
moves,
6.
making your moves.
Hell of a job. Congratulations. Yeah, let me go and throw that out. Congratulations, sis. Do your thing. Wilder, Trey say Wilder definitely needs a tune-up. I'm sick of all these layoffs. Thank God for Bam versus Sonny Edwards. They're both in their 20s, too. Man. Bro say, thank God for Bam and Sonny. Hey, don't they fight in December?
Yeah.
The 30th, right?
I would doubt that it's that late in December.
I thought it was the 16th, but
the 16th. Okay, I don't know. I got the 30th from another fight, I think. But what else gonna say? Yeah, I know that's your favorite fighter. 147, I think. What Bam was 147? Not he a little dude, 35.
They're like 115, 112.
112. That's flyweight.
Oh, okay. Well, I know Trey been talking about him fighting, and shit, that's a Christmas present right there. I get a chance to see see him do his thing. She say, hey, thank y'all. Trey speaking, everybody speaking. Okay, cool. It's all. Oh, it's the 16th. It's the 16th. I know bro gonna know that's his fighter right there.
Now, side note about that fight. I'm gonna be in Phoenix for that week, and I actually got something to do because that's where the fight is at. So I'm thinking about just going ahead and going to that fight.
Do that. You should do that. For real.
Hey, let me know. I might want to come down there to see that in Arizona too. I might want to take a trip down there too.
Yeah.
Y'all do that, man. Go on and represent and get some footage and talk about it so we can throw it up on MZ Talks Boxing when y'all come home.
But even about Wilder, I mean all these dudes, they didn't got to a certain point where it's like they are just prize fighters now, and we all gotta accept that they prize fighters. None of these dudes want to go down as far as what they getting paid and stuff, especially taking a drastic pay cut. I mean, we can all say, they already got money. Well, that's the thing, they want a lot more. So that's why it's just going to be hard to get these guys in certain fights, and seeing them fight frequently. And when it comes to Wilder right now, you got to just look at it. The PBC stable, he really only got one possible option. I mean, at this point in his career, guys like Frank Sanchez, Lenny Aparo, and they probably got some other guys that I'm not thinking about in there. But, any of those other guys, those guys don't excite Wilder at all. They don't motivate him, and they definitely don't bring the type of money that he would be looking for. And that's just a fact.
Okay. So, D-Lo, wait, what? That's why I had your dog walk you last week of the season, MZ. I couldn't have someone who thinks Bam Rodriguez fights at 147 finish ahead of me. Oh, really? So, you know what? You almost got me, but like I said, when I show back up, you're going to feel me, homeboy. So y'all trying to sneak and have a meet and greet in Phoenix, huh?
Well, this is the first time I've heard that Hyphy was thinking about going to see this fight. So this all has been a revelation on your show, MZ.
Hey, that's the question D-Lo asking. So, I'm just saying, if y'all meet up, do y'all thing. You know what I'm saying?
MZ. D-Lo he can drive his Winnebago. Yeah, he could drive his Broham all the way down to Phoenix. You know what I'm saying? We can all meet up.
Oh, D'Lo, he should bring his other friend that lives in South Carolina with him, and we can all come to the fight, and then I can just pull my camera out and follow my general, Joseph Brown, and I'll just go live praising my general.
Wow.
Hey, just know, Bill Haney will not be in attendance, man. Bill Haney will not be at the meet and greet, y'all. Just giving y'all a heads up.
Hey, Joe, make sure you give me a fedora and some red tie-ass pants.
Hey, I'm gonna make sure that all the pepperoni pizza will not be eaten by me. All right.
Dang. He said I didn't mean to make you quit the league though. You what? D-Lo, you tripping with yourself. Nobody made me quit, homeboy. I just wanted to sit back and observe the playing field from afar for a second before I dive back in there and make some new moves and reinsert myself. So you need to watch what you're saying. He said meet and greet born here. I don't know what that means. He said, I don't have anything that can make it to Phoenix right now. An airplane, ticket. You can fly to Phoenix. I'm sure Hyphy and Joseph Brown will scoop you up.
Yeah, I'll pick him up in my Winnebago.
He said, will Mark Breland be there at the meet and greet? Wow. What Mark Breland got to do with this, with us?
Man, that one went over your head too. That's a good one too.
No, I feel what he's saying. I feel what he's saying with the shot, but still, I'm just trying to let it be like, okay, then that don't mean nothing.
Yeah, don't worry. We'll have a special guest appearance from Blu-ray.
There you go.
Oh, hey, MZ, get up on the comments. I'm gonna bring that up too.
What I missed at the comments?
No, I'm saying after you catch up.
I'm all the way down at the bottom. Ain't nothing else on there. The bad thing was will Mark Breland be at the meet and greet?
Okay, I'll just verify because I can't see him. But all right, so I posted a YouTube video in a Discord. It was an interview with Blu-ray. Obviously, we all familiar with Blu-ray, but he was giving his just take on predominantly everything about Spence pertaining to that Crawford fight, the result, things that transpired that stopped them from working together and other obstacles, and hey,
all roads pointing to Derek James, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm gonna say about that is every time somebody who was not a part of the team, when that team take a loss, they find a way to make themselves relevant again. Nobody was thinking about Blu-ray. But I don't know what he said. So what he said to make all the roads point to Derek James. Big bro, what's up, man? He say salute, family. Ernest Davis in the house, aka Texas.
Well, if Derek James was all right with him doing his strength and conditioning program with Errol Spence, they wouldn't have had to train at an outside facility. So he basically said that he never had the opportunity to train Spence inside the facility that Derek James has. It was always like a one-on-one session with Spence.
He was directly asked if there was any friction between him and Derek James, because I mean this is something that we've heard for at least 3 years now, and he didn't go into details, but he just said I just want to be transparent. Yeah, that's true. And he said basically he was never allowed to work with Earl basically in Derek's presence. So, he couldn't come to the boxing gym where, their gym. So, basically, you're supposed to have a team, and he was never, he and Derek, they were never,
On the same
around it.
page.
Yeah, Derek just, didn't take favor of him, didn't take a liking to him.
His stuff like that, you make you say it's got to be more to it.
Now, just hold that thought. Now, compare that to when you see Terrence, who doesn't have like a designated strength and conditioning coach, but you see the same team. You see, him, the Bernie, and all them. You see them all having a good time getting along. The whole team could come together as a whole. I look at little stuff like that. Those are the type of advantages.
Yeah, I see where you're going with that. We don't know, you know what I'm saying? I guess the only way to really get a clear picture of it is the only person whose words would really make sense about it is Spence.
And he said him and Spence still live close. He lives close to him. They're still friends. He said they hung out on Super Bowl and watched the game, and he talks to him, but he don't ask Spence to be his strength and conditioning coach. I mean, he says Spence knows where he lives. He has his phone number. If he wants me to be his coach, I would do it again, no problem. But he didn't have nothing ill will to say about Derek James. He was just asked a question, and he didn't elaborate on whether they got into it back and forth. He didn't get messy with it, but he did make the point that whenever he trained Spence, it was never around Derek James.
Okay. Well, you put that information out, somebody will catch it. They'll make it into something. Who was interviewing him?
Oh, the guy who need to change his name to Bud Crawford 24/7. That's what he really should change his name to, because his name is World Combat Sports, but I can't tell. Only fighter he ever mentions is Terrence Bud Crawford.
Hey, Worldwide Crawford Sports.
Well, right now, all the Crawford fans that had Crawford name in it, it aged well for them. They could ride off of this for a long time. I don't even think that you bringing it up or saying anything about it will even insult them, because they carrying the name that won.
Hey, look, man, it ain't even an insult. I'm not trying to insult him. I'm just encouraging him, to
go ahead and cross over.
Go ahead and just do what everybody already knows.
Go and get the name surgery.
Yeah, just go ahead and get it done with, because you're not giving us no other boxing news or boxers at all. So just make it official.
Oh, excuse me. Phoenix, Arizona.
Now, MZ, in that same interview, he said, he hates when people tries to do things such as accuse Crawford of any type of foul play, steroids, because he know what that feels like, because he was basically discredited, because when he was working with Earl, he had Earl strong that people was accusing Earl of being on steroids.
Yeah. I ain't never thought Crawford was on. I ain't never thought Crawford was no cheater.
Well, yeah. Based on the Victor Conte relationship, the snack, that whole deal, that brought a lot of speculation as to whether, he's dabbling with a known drug cheating Victor Conte. So, and to be honest with you, that only came up because a lot of Crawford fans was riding with what Victor Conte was saying about Spence. Because remember, Victor Conte did put that out there that he believed that Spence was on some shit.
Yeah,
which is crazy, because You of all people should not be out here saying shit about nothing that has to do with you.
Man, Victor Conte, any fighter that's not working with him or sponsored by Stack, he think they on steroids.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. I guess he trying to get you. He got good people over there. You know, he had Devin Haney over there, Terrence Crawford over there. I've seen a few fighters over there. When I first saw a few of them, I was like, damn, why they messing with him? But then I just left it alone. You know, I'm like, if everybody's supposed to get a second chance, and apparently they gave him a real second chance. Shit, he got a thing called Snack, and they worked out.
Well, honestly, he should give part of a portion of his company proceeds to and royalties to Nonito Donaire, because Nonito Donaire didn't take the chance to work with him and restore, faith, somewhat of a positive name, he would never been able to get a foothold in boxing.
Yeah, that is very true too. I remember that, Joseph. He was the first one to work with Conte. Nonito, he was the first one to enroll in what was called CBP, Clean Boxing Program, WBC program. You're right.
Maybe we should email him and tell him about this stuff.
Yeah, Nonito took a big gamble in dealing with Conte. Conte was basically untouchable.
Well, look at Nonito. Help somebody out. Oh, Trey X says, salute to Jared Anderson. He's about to have his third fight of the year on the 26th. Who he fighting? And yeah, he is another guy that's been pretty active as a heavyweight. He's just as active as AJ.
Yeah, I think they got something brewing over there in Toledo. They need to. That's a good. And see, that a lot of people don't know that's a really good fight town. Toledo, Ohio, that region as a whole is a good fight town. And those fans come out and they really support. So they really need to start
tapping
into that area and that fan base to build and generate a nice little place for him to be able to sell some tickets.
Thank you, Armin Brown, for the bless you, for the sneeze. Thank you very much. I see everybody speaking and getting along just great. That's wonderful. Either one of y'all know who Anderson fighting on the 26th? I guess that's a no.
I'm gonna have to take a look. I haven't looked that far ahead.
Shoot. Is it me? Is it just me, or is this year like zip by?
Yeah, it usually be like that. Once summertime hits, it just goes, man.
Yes, today the school started for these children here in San Antonio. The high school over by the store, they not allowing the kids to carry backpacks this year. Not even the ones you can see through. They don't have to worry about books or nothing like that because the school converted to everything is going to be on tablets. I'm like, dang, I remember the days of carrying books and having to buy notebooks and writing. Nowadays, kids, they don't even write anymore.
Oh, he's fighting a Ukrainian.
Okay.
Ukrainian Orthodox.
How old is he?
He's 39 years old.
Got seasoning. Has he been stopped? When the last time he got stopped?
2 fights ago, he lost. He got stopped, but that was back in 2021. So yeah, he's been. The guy he's fighting has been pretty active too. He's fought. This will be his. Well, this will be his second fight this year. He fought in January, so it's about 7 months.
Okay, that's a good turnaround. 39, still active, moving around. Anderson is fighting Rendinko. He's a very rugged and has been in there with many fighters like Povetkin and Zhang. Oh, the big dude that stopped the Juggernaut. Not big. He's only been stopped once in his career. Okay.
Yeah.
And that was the 2 fights ago.
Yeah, but that was back in 2021 when he got stopped.
Right. Okay, this could prove to be a pretty good test for Anderson. I want to see Zhang fight again.
Yeah, he went the distance with Zhang. He went a full 10-round decision loss to Zhang.
Who?
So, this guy who Jared Anderson is fighting.
Okay. That's yeah, okay. Cause Zhang got a nice jab and stuff that he worked with. The Juggernaut just couldn't get past old Zhang that day.
And I think if they would have let that fight go, Zhang was, because you could see Zhang's gas tank when he's starting to fade. But I ain't mad because I want some money. So.
Oh, that's not. Oh, well, that wouldn't prove good. But we're gonna see how Anderson do. Didn't he go 10 rounds a couple? Didn't we? Hasn't he been a full 10 rounds now?
Yeah, he went a full 10 rounds against Charles Martin.
Oh yeah, Martin. Martin started heating up a little bit toward the end of that fight. Come to think of it, Trey said you never know because nobody expected Charles Martin to test Anderson like he did. Yeah, I was just thinking on it. I was like here toward like the middle and going toward the end. Martin stepped looked like he stepped on the gas tank and started getting to Anderson a bit.
Well, Martin was in good shape. You could tell he was in good shape.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I was one of the people that did not expect Martin to test Anderson. I'm not gonna even lie to you. I'm one of those people that was like, "Oh, Martin ain't gonna do shit," but he surprised the hell out of me too. He surprised me by the way he stepped to Anderson and started stepping up. I was like, "Dang, Martin trying to win." So yeah, I gotta give Martin his kudos on that. He did test Anderson, but Anderson stood up to it. He held on.
Yeah, he worked behind the jab. He gained his composure, and he was able to put a nice body of work up against Charles Martin.
So shoot, keep stepping up. Keep stepping up. The new names are starting to bubble up. The cream of the crop, the cream of the new crop. I think they'll start bubbling up throughout the different promotional companies. We have some new fighters that's catching the eye of the public, and things will go back to normal. Maybe the PBC, maybe we need to lose the belts so we can fight and take them back. Who knows?
Oh, shout out to my guy, Money Pal the Fourth. He's fighting, finally. Getting an opportunity to, taking his first loss a while back. Hasn't been able to get a fight. Kind of happens to a prospect when they lose for the first time. They kind of get tossed to the wayside. But now he's fighting on his own. He's got a tough fight.
Yeah, I saw that earlier. I saw his name on there. I was like, Money Pal fighting early on the thing because I was looking at the list. I'm trying to remember who it is that he's fighting. Hold on. McCallman. Sean McCallman. He 13-0, 7 knockouts. They can fight in 8 rounds, super middleweight.
Yeah, the problem is the last time he fought was back in February of last year, man. So that's a long layoff for him.
Who, Powell?
Yeah.
And this is first fight after the loss, huh?
No, he's fought a couple of times after that, but
Okay.
um, I'm guessing the layoff had a lot to do with them, switching promotion, going from PBC to the Zone. So
Right.
now they're fighting on the Zone,
Well,
which
hopefully he
kind of
put the work in and he be ready. It's hard to have confidence and say that somebody gonna be ready. Once you hit that, once you hit the 15-month mark, it's really hard to be like they gonna be ready. 13, 14, I could work with, but once you hit 15, I'm like, oh man, they tend to lose at 15 and up.
he went in there against Von Alexander, and he just had the wrong game plan from the beginning. Fighting a lot off the back foot. He wasn't coming forward, wasn't really standing his ground.
Mm.
I was at that fight, so I remember it. I got to meet him. He's a nice kid, man. Him and his father was nice, real nice to me. He offered me tickets to the fight because I went to the weigh-ins, and that was the first time I got to see Sebastian Fundora up close, and I couldn't believe how tall he was, and he was making 150, 154. Because I was looking at myself, and I was like, there's no way I'll be able to make 154. He's like the same height as me.
Okay. Trey say Anderson's stock dropped a little bit because of that fight. I believe with Martin. He's definitely not unbeatable, and Jalolov will crush him. Powell's opponent is a 2 on the scale, so he's no walkover. Powell's coming off a layoff. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I learned my lesson with the layoff thing, man. That layoff thing is something serious. It's really something serious. Fucking layoffs, man.
Yeah, I look at a lot of these heavyweights like they all pretty much on like a level playing field as far as like who could beat who. I don't look at Jared like he can't beat Deontay or Anthony, and he was getting a lot of slack because of his last performance. But like we just seen over the weekend, we seen an AJ that was far from impressive again. So right now, he got action against AJ and Deontay, if you ask me.
Yeah, I guess you can say right now in the heavyweight division there is no clear-cut top guy because Fury just messing around. Because if he wasn't messing around, it would be evident that consensus would say he would be the top guy. But as far as Wilder, AJ, and the rest of the guys, the rest of the bunch, not including Fury, now nobody's just head and shoulders over nobody right now. Not at this moment, not with the inactivity and all that. Except, like we said, AJ's been active, Anderson's been active, but that's not enough. And so they all need to be doing something. So yeah, right now I guess they are, neck and neck. Nobody is ahead of anybody really. You know what I'm saying? Wilder is rebuilding. He got one win after his 2 losses. He had not fighting due to him wanting more money or wanting a certain amount of money or whatever the damn reason is. It's just not happening. AJ got his fight in, and that was cool. Ruiz, we ain't seen Andy fight in how long? It's been a minute since Andy been in the ring. These fighters that I guess everybody think that, Andy beat let's see, let's just think about it. Andy beat AJ, he became a champion. Okay, so that's two champions or 2 guys that were champions think they can get a certain amount of money. Wilder held the belt for a while. He feel like he should get a certain amount of money. Fury feel like, he should be getting a certain amount of money. I don't even know what's going on with Usyk. I would have thought that if anybody would be fighting, it would have been Usyk. But none
Usyk
of them
is fighting.
Who are we getting ready to fight?
He's getting ready to fight Daniel Dubois. That's happening next week.
Oh, for real? I'm sorry,
Yeah,
Usyk. I didn't mean to disrespect you.
Yeah, Usyk's fighting Daniel Dubois next week.
Didn't your boy get stopped by a jab? Couldn't get out
Yeah,
the way of the jab and got his eye all messed up.
yeah.
He is a heavyweight, but I don't know. You think he gonna be able to deal with Usyk?
For me, I don't understand how he's getting the opportunity for a belt before shit, even before Joe Joyce. I don't even understand how he got the opportunity before Joyce did.
Dang. Well, we'll see. Okay, we got a pedigree scale numbers coming in. Trey X said Anderson is a 3.5. That's the floor of being elite. He should have action against anyone. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know, pretty much all of the fighters, 3.5 to threes. Nobody's. I don't think nobody's knocking the door of a 4 or 5. Like I said, Fury out the way with all those big boys. Dang, I wonder who they fighting on the zone or what? Joseph Brown, Usyk, that is.
I'm pretty sure it's on Sky because Usyk is not signed to the Zone. He's not a the Zone fighter.
I don't know why I lump all the UK fighters with the zone. I'm sorry.
Well, he's Ukrainian, so and Frank Warren is the one lead promoter for this particular event.
Okay.
So yeah, it's most likely Sky Sports is the one covering it.
Okay. Derek Bailey asks, isn't Joe Joyce about to rematch Zane? Anybody heard about that?
Yes, that is correct.
Oh, really? Do we know about when that's supposed to be taking place?
Let me take a look.
While you do that, Trey X said Jalov is a bona fide 5. Jana, I can't. Love. I'm messing this dude name up. Jalalov. So yeah, you are pronouncing the J. Jalalov is a bona fide 5, and he recently signed with Top Rank. That's the guy. I'm gonna have to look and see who he is. He a heavyweight?
Yes, he's southpaw, Olympic gold medalist.
Okay.
World champion, knocked out Torres to win the world championships back in 2019. Yeah, Jaloff's the real deal. Problem with him is he's gonna have like a lot of these fighters who are fighting from these European countries is that he doesn't have a home base in which they can build him out of.
Okay, I get you. So you got to build this dude up. Oh shoot! Say Joe, hi, for y'all. Give me 1 second. I got to make a call to the job. They texting me for an answer.
Okay, so September 23rd is when Zhilei Zhang and Joe Joyce are fighting.
That boy say Usyk finished stun on W.E.B. Du Bois.
Well, in my opinion, that's been my favorite heavyweight fight of the year. Zhang Zhilei versus Joyce. And I'm definitely looking forward to the rematch. I remember when the first fight came about, and we kept telling people, yo, this is going to be a banging fight. And that fight definitely went under the radar.
Yep.
That's going to be a real good fight, boy.
Sure did. Everybody was surprised about the results. And, we all said it could go in either direction. And the very reasons played out why it went in Zhang's direction. And it looked like it may go to Joe Joyce's direction had it gone just a few more rounds. So
yeah, he had the momentum.
Yep.
So you talking about the Zhang fight?
Yeah, he was coming on in that 6th round when it got stopped.
Well, he can't let himself keep eating that jab this fight.
He gotta move his fucking head is what he gotta do.
That's what I'm saying. He got to be made that adjustment.
Yo, that fight was man, we kept telling people that's gonna be one of them ones.
Man, well, when is the rematch?
September 23rd.
Oh wow, it's
So
so
it's a week before Canelo Charlo.
right. No, I was getting ready to say, shoot, I got action in my birthday month. Undisputed, and then the Juggernaut going up against Zhang again. The jabbing Asian, big heavyweight.
I mean, people are saying that Zhang's gonna win more impressively in the second fight. I don't know, man. I could see Joyce coming back and winning this fight by a decision.
Huh.
Because people got to understand he still has a higher output.
He just didn't get to show it because of the stoppage.
Yeah, and
Because he couldn't move his head off the line.
he couldn't get out of the way of the left hand.
Oh boy was stopping him with that jab too, though. That jab controlled Joyce. Just a nice solid one. That old solid jab has impressed me. Terrence Crawford really made me like, man, okay. I've seen other cats hit with a solid jab, and you just be like, okay, he got it because but Crawford, by him saying they worked on it and then seeing him implement it, I'm like, that's a good fucking, that's a hell of a one.
I really like the fact that Zhang, it was definitely that straight left that was just money. But even though he could land at any time, he wasn't, throwing it too much. He definitely preserved it so it could still be kind of a surprise whenever he did throw it. And, he really couldn't miss with that shot. I might go watch that fight tonight.
He said he's gonna go and rewatch. If Joyce don't get off the line, he'll be eating the same punches. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to put yourself in that same position and end up with the same result. Like I said, hopefully he'll be able to slip that.
Well,
parry it or something.
Well, the thing is that Zhang, it's not just the left that he has. He has a sort of punches, but the thing is that the left was working so well. He didn't have to. He didn't have to use anything else. And just imagine, he was hitting him with the left, but then he still had stamina issues. Like that's always going to be a problem when you got to hold your breath with him.
Right. That's why, picking up on the rematch to pick who that he would win outright, like you saying. Some people saying, how could you say that? Because if Joyce can get him to where that gas tank start flashing red, that could be just straight drama for him.
Hey, what do you call him, Joseph? The fat, lazy Chinaman.
Yeah, that's what he called him, the fat, lazy Chinaman. And honestly, it almost came true because a lot of the angles in the movement that he used, shit, he burned them up on the first half of the fight, and it happened to work out for him this time around. I hope he's paying attention to his gas tank this time around.
Man, he ain't never gonna change. He just gonna do like the minimum amount of endurance training he got to do, and that's it.
That's gonna be a mistake, and I'm not jumping off the Joyce train because he lost the last fight to him. Because, like I said, that 6th round, he got past it. That was going to be a whole different conversation we're going to be having about that fight.
Yeah, we all picked Joyce that night.
I didn't pick him.
Oh yeah, I think. Well, I know I picked. I was like, I'm right. I think I rolled with the Juggernaut. I'm pretty sure I did. And I was in disbelief. I was like, oh no, he got stopped. Both Joyce and Zane are bona fide 4.5s. Anything can happen in the rematch. Hmm.
Yeah, it's not a foregone conclusion like a lot of people are thinking it's gonna be.
Yeah, that's what I was just saying. What if Joyce getting where that gas tank acting up? He starts sputtering and shit. Joyce get rolling, juggernaut status, bang, now Zane in trouble. It could go either way. Zane might can pull off another victory and get Joyce out of there early enough before his gas tank cut out. A lot of
True.
variables to put in. A lot of variables.
Yeah, it's good to just have some other heavyweight excitement happening going on, and except talking about the same 3 and 4 guys.
Nah, we ain't worried about them right now because they ain't even fighting.
Hmm.
Shit, you talk about them, all you're gonna do is just give yourself heartburn.
Man. So shit.
I
Undisputed versus undisputed is happening in my birthday month. I'm just tripping because a lot of stuff in like history, it be bad in my birthday month. People be going to war and all kind of crap like that. I'm like, damn. But I want to see how Charlo and I want to see what he gonna do. I want to see how he train, how he get ready. That layoff though is that layoff it's ugly. And it's not like he can say he just been working constantly because when you got hurt, I'm sure you took the time off a little bit to do what you need to do. And is he in training camp now? Can't really be because he got to do all this traveling unless he gonna travel training camp. I'll be trying to work so hard every minute I get because looking at my brothers and all those before me who had layoffs go out there and get beat up, I just wouldn't want that to happen.
For me, this being marketed as undisputed versus undisputed, but it just don't excite me, this fight, because like you said, the layoff, the injury. I mean, you're looking at 14-pound weight difference. All those variables, they just yeah, they just killing the excitement I could possibly have.
No, in a way, it builds it up for me because it's like I wanted one of the Charlos to fight Canelo. I thought it would be the older brother, but it's the younger brother, which I think we all learned that the younger brother got the more of the dog in him, even though they still kind of do some crazy stuff. He's the one that seemed the more dedicated of the two when it comes to boxing. I'm excited still, even though I know what he got to overcome, the imagination of what if he does it. That'd be like, that'd be a defining moment for him. I'm sure he'll be riding so high, but he thinking in his mind, I'm thinking, what if he pulls it off? Even despite the layoff and the injury and everything, what if he actually does it? I know we don't have confidence that well, not some of us don't have confidence that he can that he make fast enough adjustments during the time that's needed while in the ring. He got a lot of things that people, that's gonna go against him. But what if he pulls it off? The little loudmouth twin representing Texas. We need a win right now too.
Hey, that would be huge for the psyche of the state of Texas, and at the same time, um, wouldn't he be able to call his own shots afterwards?
You would think so. You would think so, but
Hey,
it didn't work
Hyphy,
out that well for Bivol.
Hyphy, you know where I'm going with this, right?
Now, yeah, I want you to keep going.
Hey, there's a very strong contingency out there in terms of Bud Crawford. He did an interview stating that he was asked about fighting Boots Ennis, and the reason why I'm tying this in because a lot of people are saying that oh, Charlo need to fight Bud next, or he's ducking Bud and he's running away from Bud. He's scared of Bud, right?
Right.
But then those same fans who are big fans of Crawford will allow Crawford to be able to say stuff like this and won't hold him accountable for like, oh, I've worked hard to get to where I'm at, and I get the opportunity to fight who it is that I want to fight and move how I want to move, and I don't care who or whoever has anything to say about it, right?
Right.
That's in reference to being asked about fighting Bruce Ennis. So if they're willing to give him a pass for that, then how could you not? How can Charlo not have the same type of freedom and to be able to move the way he want to move if he decide if there's bigger opportunities for him and he don't want to fight a Bud Crawford?
Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying you can't have your cake and eat it too.
Well, unless I'm tripping or I dreamed it, I believe Jamel made the statement already that he still a man at 154 and he going back down there.
I mean, that's cool if he decide to do that, but if he doesn't,
what can you say?
You can't really say nothing to him if you're a Crawford fan because you just gave your man a pass for doing the very thing that you said Charlo shouldn't do. So I just see that as hypocritical behavior from the fans. But what else is there not to expect at this point from fans? They always gonna allow their fighters to do certain things that they won't hold them accountable for in terms of other fighters. But yeah, I look at it this way, man. This man has the opportunity to be two-time undisputed simultaneously in two weight classes at the same time.
Yes, he'll join Bud at doing it. Two different weight classes. Sugar Ray Leonard, Tommy Hearns.
No, it's different. It's different, MZ. The reason why it would be different for him is because he's currently undisputed. And so if he wins, he would have undisputed in two weight classes simultaneously.
Well, let me rain on your party, Joe, because
I thought they took one of his belts.
Yeah. You know what was said, Joe. As soon as that bell ring,
he's no longer holding that belt.
But he's being introduced as undisputed, so therefore it still holds.
No, he been in the
rules. But they do have it kind of messed up in a certain way. When the bell rings, the belt is gone, but you get introduced with the belt.
He's being introduced as undisputed. See, so he has a legit claim to say simultaneously because I was introduced as undisputed champion.
And something changed in between that and the conclusion of the fight.
If he wins, nothing's gonna change. He's gonna have a strong argument. He can say that, yeah, they took the belt, but nobody beat me. So by right, I'm still undisputed there. Only thing then would build is who would be holding the belt, and do you plan on going to take that belt from that person? Then there couldn't be a Crawford argument about him ducking Crawford because in order for that fight to have the majestics to it, he wanted his other belt back.
Well, that's a dangerous bag to dig into because then you got people that can say, "Oh, Tyson Fury, he never lost his belts in a ring."
Well, that argument can be played.
That's when they was pushing him as the lineal champion.
They didn't just push him; they made him the lineal. They was like, "Shit, that's what he is. He's lineal. Y'all can't do nothing about it."
And let me just say, what the WBO, how the WBO went about this, I just think it's despicable. We all understand why they're doing it because Tim Tszyu he's going to generate a lot of money, and he's getting some preferential treatment in terms of that. I just think that even them, they understand this fight with Canelo. How could you? How could he pass up a fight with Canelo?
Exactly. But it does stand. It sets the stage for some good legacy to be added to Charlo if he can pull off beating Canelo and get that scalp and be true to his word and go back to 154.
He's a Hall of Famer. There's no doubt with the Canelo scalp and becoming undisputed. He's bona fide Hall of Fame.
Oh yeah. What the hell was that?
Warning, you have 10 seconds remaining.
Threw my thought process off. I got to come. What was I about to say? That didn't kill me. It'll come back to me in a minute, I suppose. Oh, him going back down, stay to his word to 154, and beat Tim Zoo. Oh man, that scalp being added too. If he could pull that off, can you imagine the way he would be just talking?
Take that scalp. Take that.
No, go ahead. I'm saying hold on to myself.
Take that scalp and then fight Bud next after that.
Oh man. And win? That would be something. That's a hell of a resume. Even if Bud beat him, that's still a hell of a resume. It'll catapult Bud too. There's so much stuff that could happen that would just, that would put that stamp of approval in so many words to some of these boys' careers right now. It's crazy. I wonder, do they see it themselves? Or will egos get in the way?
Well, I'll tell you one thing. You got to make the change. All this, fighting once per calendar year, that got to change, man.
Yeah, especially when you're not getting suspended because you took a hell of an ass whooping or something like that.
Well, I mean, it just goes down to PBC not having enough. They had Fox for a while, and they don't have Fox anymore, and they got to get more network deals, or they got to be willing to work with other promotional companies more with a lot of their fighters to fight to get more dates.
Yeah, they need to fill in the calendar a little more. Need to do that. Trey said it would be a major mistake for Charlo to go back down to 154. His punch resistance won't be the same. He needs to at least go to 160.
Yeah, I kind of don't like him going back down after myself. I think if he becomes champion at 68, I believe he should stay up around that weight.
But from what I understand, Derrick James said that they're going to try to go in at like 163 to 165.
Well, I would say to that is, don't take that, word for word, because you might be trying to throw somebody off at the same time. You never know.
Well, his logic was because he didn't want to put too much weight on Jamil, and he wanted him to still be able to move and be the quicker fighter and be the lighter fighter on his feet.
Playing with this. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
He wasn't really looking to max Jamel out at 168 because I think we were all talking about it before. Usually when guys go to that weight class, they maxing out right at that weight. I'm like, shoot, I would go in. If it's 147, I'm fighting at 154. If I'm not really that big, but my natural weight is 150 or 148, 149. You ain't no 47 pounder, you a 54 pounder. So I kind of understood their logic with it, just saying that he was gonna go a couple of pounds over 160, which going back down to 154 wouldn't seem that much of a hindrance. But I think if he leave 154 and go to 163 or something like that, 160 is the most likely place I would stop if I was going back down, because it's easy to make that weight. You already. I don't know how hard it was for him to make 154 before I even speak on that. So,
well, I could tell you after the Castano fight, he was quoted as saying he could make 154 for the remainder of his career. So, I mean, take that however you do.
which means he's not struggling to make the weight.
I mean, yeah, that's that's what I would come to the same conclusion. And then I would say, as far as the other thing, the exact weight, we gotta remember this is a first time, you going through this process of, moving up 2 weight classes with this specific athlete. You could say, okay, yeah, we're gonna have him come here, there, but I mean, to me, the best thing would be to you watching him, you training with him every day, you got him sparring, you make that decision on the adjustment, according to what you see. What
Right.
you see is best. When you see him, hell, if you see, oh, this dude hella strong at 168, I mean, hey, you might want to leave him there. Who knows?
Especially if he punching hella hard and he hurts Canelo. Yeah, I think you might want to keep him up there if he's able to hurt him.
Oh, well, if you bring those factors in, if he going in there and he hitting with bricks in his gloves, yeah, that tends to make you look at, where to stay at a lot more.
Hey, you can't make those types of jokes, MZ, or references, because that's a sensitive topic right now.
But bricks in the gloves, I'm just saying he hitting hard, man. That's all I'm saying. The dude hitting hard.
That's a sensitive topic.
It'll be all right. They'll get over it.
Well, I mean, I got to throw it out there. You got another under.
Uh-oh. Sound like you're going through a tunnel.
You breaking up.
Chantel Taylor.
Only thing we got is sound like you was going to say we got another undisputed, and the last thing we heard was Chantel Taylor. We didn't hear any other information between. I guess Hyphy, I don't know if you heard me. You were going through a tunnel or something, but we didn't get any of the information you just spoke on. None at all. Well, I guess he can't get it.
He was mentioning Chantel Taylor and Katie Taylor rematch.
Oh, okay, that's what he's saying. Katie Taylor still undisputed? Didn't she lose?
Yeah, but she lost moving up the challenge for Chantel Cameron's belt.
Oh, okay. So they're getting ready to dance again?
Yes.
Same weight class?
I believe so.
Okay. Unless Katie gonna pull off something drastic, Chantel still got the advantages of the weight class and her skills to go along with it. What can Katie do different? It ain't like she can extend the gas tank. Could she get a little stronger, find some new angles to hit from?
Well, she could not get away from Cameron's pressure, Cameron's jab, Cameron's consistent level change, head body finishing the combinations off. She was always landing a punch to the body or the head to finish off combinations, and I think that surprised them. I don't think they thought that Cameron would be able to cut the ring off the way she did. She never allowed Katie Taylor to be able to rest when she wanted to rest. She never allowed her to create the kind of space and distance that she wanted to create. Cameron just dictated everything, all the terms of the fight.
That's great. Now, like I said, has she gone back to the lab and come up with some feats that she gonna come in here and prove the world that hey, I can get it done? Or would
Well,
Cameron prove to be Mount Rushmore? I mean, not Mount Rushmore, Mount Everest, and just be too much to climb?
unless she just decides to stand her ground and duke it out, but that's going to be a detriment to her. She might end up getting stopped doing that. She's not great. She's not a great inside fighter. Um, she likes to fight off the back foot. She likes to fight at different angles. Um, she likes to use her footwork and be able to box you on the outside, and she's not going to be able to be able to do that. She's going to have to bite down and fight Cameron. I don't know if that's going to work out in her favor.
Well, we'll know in a little bit. We'll know in a little bit. But I'm putting my money on Cameron. $40 minutes. Man, I think I done touched on pretty much. Oh, what's up, Hyphy? You got it fixed?
Yeah, Joseph. I think he covered me. That fight.
Yeah,
I'm
he
looking
said
forward
you
to.
was talking about Cameron. You looking forward to that? Who you going with?
Oh, once again, Chantel.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'm picking Chantel.
Yeah, I mean, respect to
Chantel.
Katie. Respect to Katie, but I got Chantel. I did want to ask you, Simon, you definitely told us how your daughter was still being introduced to the whole boxing stuff and all that. It's no secret that she was rooting with Earl regarding that fight. So, I mean, what's her thoughts after, the result?
In her defense, I can say when she came on the show tonight, do remember that she did say, Dad, they both fight, but Crawford, I think Crawford gonna come out and be fighting hard and this and that. She gave Crawford a lot of props on it. She was excited about the fight. Even though Earl lost, she still called. She was full of excitement. She was, Dad, did you see Crawford? She gave Crawford nothing but love in that win. So as far as her going, her point of view of it, her fight, her favorite, Spence took a loss, but like she said, she likes Spence and she liked Crawford. She just likes Spence more, but she just is happy for Crawford. I actually, talking to her and seeing her when she talking about it, the way she light up and everything, she's genuine with it. So to her, it was a good fight. You know what I'm saying? She didn't no shots or anything thrown. She did hit me a couple times, said, Dad, look what they said about Spencer, this or that. But for all that, she's like just super excited about the fact that she got to see the fight and it was a good fight. She was like, Crawford went hard to the mark. She actually gave a reaction that you would love to see the masses of fans give the same reaction. She gave that kind of reaction to it.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, that's the kind of reaction that I wish all of boxing had.
She was super crunk. I know crunk is an old word, but right now she was hyped, excited, amped up. She was all of that.
Yeah, I definitely wanted to know because being that she's new and still being introduced to the sport, if you you start, and it's natural to start just liking I gotta pick a team, I gotta have a team, or I gotta have a fighter, and when that fighter or team loses, especially in such fashion, it's easy for those type of people to just say, the hell with it, I'm done with this stuff.
She said Spence steal her boy. Now my little girl, and I was thinking today, I'm like, I be saying my little girls, my babies, but they old as y'all, so I gotta learn how to start putting them out a different way, but they my baby. So my little girl, Dee, and just Dee, yeah, she like boxing, man. She likes boxing. She didn't got her eyes. She didn't pay attention to Boots. She knew about Gary Russell. She knew about Antoine Russell. She knows about Wilder, Anthony Joshua, Andy Ruiz, Luis Ortiz. She know the Juggernaut, Clarissa Shields, Alicia Baumgartner. She know Du Bois' sister Carolina. She not too high on Romola. My daughter got a nice little field of view when it comes to boxing. She surprised me. You know what I'm saying? I knew she liked it, but not as much that she gained in that much.
Hey,
Yeah.
hyphy. It sounds like she she got more knowledge and can talk about more fighters than a lot of these channel content creators can.
Yeah, she need her own channel already, huh?
Yeah, she's still bugging me about talking about, Dad, I want to come over there with you and the guys. I'm like, you in Houston now. But she's determined, so we might end up with her on here a couple of times. Let y'all pick her brain and stuff, get her views on what she think. She'd be excited about that too. You know, she was super hype about talking to you guys.
Hey, we should try to get her in the Champ Ross. Let her make some picks.
I'll tell her about it and explain to her how I go, and let her know to hit the guy hit us up on the Marlowe's Corner on the thing on the channel and walk her through it and see if she. I'll ask her if she want to do it and see if she do it. Jump on in there.
Yo, we didn't even acknowledge how Manuel Rodriguez, yo, he put on a good performance, huh?
Against who?
Oh, he fought Melvin Lopez. That was the Showtime main event. Melvin Lopez.
Last week.
Yeah, on Saturday. It was the main event on Showtime.
Remember, my week was all screwed up last week. I was going through it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So no, elaborate on it though. I didn't get the chance to see it. Gee, what happened?
Oh, I mean, I always like these fights when you got two hungry guys and they come in, especially like fighting for a vacant title. To me, it seemed like them dudes they fight even hungrier when it's like a title up for grabs. But yeah, Emmanuel Rodriguez, he was just way too good for Melvin Lopez. I mean, most I can say about Melvin Lopez, young, hungry, fighter, but he was just nowhere near as good. He just really couldn't get out of the way of any straight punches. Emmanuel was tearing his ass up, and as the fight progressed, he started to separate himself from him more and more. And if you're being just a hard critic on yourself, he's probably thinking, damn, if I would have stepped on the gas a little bit sooner, I definitely would have stopped him, because he ended the fight in the 12th round by scoring 3 knockdowns over on Melvin.
In the last round?
Yeah, in the last round. Yep.
That's impressive.
Oh yeah, so that's one of them fights. He wasn't about to, let it any way, be taken away from him with some funny scorecard. So, it's like as the fight went on, he wanted to just dominate more and more, which he did.
Congratulations to him on that. Gary, Trey said Gary Anton Russell, Bulldog, Ken Cruz too.
Mm-hmm.
Did he stop him?
Yeah, that was over in 1 round.
Oh no.
Yeah, I mean, no, not taking away from Gary, but I just didn't like how Ken. I think they had a clash of heads or something. Yeah, something of that nature. And Ken, he was more focused on complaining to the referee, which was basically his version of trying to stall because he got hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he couldn't get out of that complaining mode. I don't like when a fighter's trying to look for the referee to save him.
Every time I hear about somebody looking at themselves when they get their headbutt or something, it make me go back to Shane Mosley, when him and I think Trinidad bumped heads, and he was asking his dad, "Am I bleeding? Am I bleeding? Man, don't worry about that, man. You bumped heads, man. Don't worry about that." He was so concerned about if he was cut.
Yeah, a sign of a worried fighter.
I like Gary Anton Russell, man. I like that dude. I like the way he fights. High energy. he be in your chest, make it rough, rugged, and raw.
Yeah, I hope PBC decides to put him back on that same track he was before. He had to lay off due to his father's death and everything. Um, because yeah, he's one that you could keep moving him up.
Right.
You don't need to tailor him down. And I'm gonna post this interview he did where he's talking about his 140-pound counterparts and his amateur bouts with Jerron Ennis and other stuff.
Right. Andy Cruz is finally in the mix. I was impressed by him. I know that's way off target. He just popped in my head. I think he's gonna be something.
Yeah, he got a wicked fan base pushing him right now.
Long as they don't turn crazy.
They're real crazy.
Hey, don't look down, but the Masters of Boxing, they're on right now. As a matter of fact, I think they might be talking about Andy Cruz right at this moment.
Are you serious? Don't tell me my mind just did that to me. Don't say that. Say Michael Angeletti is a fighter that deserves to be on everyone's radar. He's a bona fide 3.5 and has a stoppage win over Jeremy Armano, who's a dedicated amateur. A decorated amateur himself.
Yeah, I definitely admit I don't know that one. If he fought over the weekend, I didn't see it.
3.5 though. I mean, he decent. He could fight. Man, I can't wait for these new crops to just start. I just know they finna start showing up, and I can't wait. I'm excited just for these new names to start popping in here.
Oh yeah, just like a new wave of fighters.
Yes. After a while, everything turns over. I feel like we at that moment where it's time for a turnover. When you look at the fighters, the faves, the long-standing ones, all of them are getting ready to hit the other side of 30. Or as Joe Brown would say, the wrong side of 35.
Yeah, I mean,
well, hell,
yeah,
they're already there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
More than the age. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was about to say I'm not saying it's all gonna just poop like that, and dang, there it is. But we finna start seeing slow changes of the guards, I think.
Yeah, more than the age, I just look at the mentality and activity of the fighters. And if you ask me, I look at guys like Danny Garcia. To me, Danny Garcia has been checked out.
Yeah, I was gonna say I thought he retired. I know he was 154, but shit, he been so quiet.
He's another, once a year, and he not pulling out if it's not a payday. He's one of those types. Then you got guys like a Derek Chisora that's going to say, well, look, even if it's not like a big payday, a major fight, I'm going to just stay active and, I'm just not going to stop.
Hey, fam, the thing is, the problem with guys like Chisora, like you gotta get embarrassed in order for him to stop fighting. Like somebody gotta knock him out cold in order for a big caller for him to stop fighting. Otherwise, if he continues to win fights like that, he ain't gonna stop fighting. He's like, oh, I just won my last fight. I can give it another go.
Oh man.
I was about to ask, isn't Chisora old? And he's been through a lot of battles, haven't he?
It's more so not really like him being like, super old, because he's like late 30s. It's more so just like the amount of damage that he's taken over the years, because I mean this dude, he's been getting beat on for over 10 years.
Yeah, a decade.
Yeah, so it's the amount of damage that he's taken. And yeah, he's just not going to give it up. Speaking of that card, I don't know if you seen anything of that fight, but that fight was very just dull, far from impressive.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I am not a Chisora fan. No way, shape, form, or fashion. Not this old Chisora. The one is like just getting punched in the face and being the what they call him, the war horse. I'm like, like you said, you've been taking a lot of damage. You getting these ugly ass wins, and he one fighter that I wouldn't mind if he said I'm about to sit down. I'd be like, let me pull out the chair for you.
I mean, shoot, he's had a good run, um, decent career. He's fought just about everybody you can think of in the heavyweight division.
Right. Sometimes that's all you get. Sometimes that's all you get. Dillian
Yeah,
White, look at him. You got to fight AJ, and then what you start doing? Every time we look up, you failing the drug test. Crazy. And then you got the same excuse. I've never taken anything. I've not
I
put
mean,
any. Come on, man.
you got to blame the commissions over there in England, man. I mean, they're bullshit when it comes to dishing out punishment for these fighters for failing drug tests. I mean, a guy like Dillian White should at this point he should have at least a 5 year, 6 year ban from fighting at this point. If you were really serious, you could have done that the last time you got popped there. But it is what it is.
That's the plus of having Eddie Hearn on your side.
Oh, yeah, you had Eddie Hearn, but they're not protecting Eddie Hearn fighters no more. That that is completely over with. They are not going to bite the bullet for Eddie Hearn.
What? You telling me that they not covering for Eddie no more? Not smooth talking?
Not after what happened to you, Connor Ben.
Man. And I hear he's back now.
He don't have no fight schedule from what I see.
Okay. I thought he was back training and getting ready to get about to get a fight.
Well, they haven't announced a opponent for him, so
Sad.
I haven't even heard them ask Eddie Hearn any questions about him.
He should stay not being able to get in the game. I don't feel sorry for him. I can be a dick with that. I just am. It is what it is. Who driving? Oh, that's Hyphy. I don't know why I imagine Hyphy is not having a car, being one of those people that like to jog and ride a bike everywhere. Where you going? I'm on my way to work. Pull out his bicycle, put his helmet on, and get to ride. One of those healthy kind of people. I'm telling everybody right now, it's too hot in Texas to be trying to walk anywhere. Well, I guess shoot, it's gonna be a midnight. Let me make sure this guy ain't hitting me up. Make sure I don't have to give nobody no instructions. No, everything's clean. Nice and clear. What's up, Jay? Say what you got to say.
I was just gonna say, I like the fact that we got some other fights coming up. Look forward to. Um, I'm glad that officially Crawford Spence is out of the system. I don't have to talk about it no more. I don't have to think about it no more. Even though I know that's all some of these other folks are going to continue to do, but you know, can finally move on.
To the next big deal.
Yeah, to the next.
Next big deal.
Oh, so something I did hear today, I was reminded of. Earl has 2 weeks remaining to activate the rematch.
Okay. Well, unless it's not gonna happen at 147. I think he said he's not fighting at 147 no matter what. He's done with that. But it don't matter. If they activate it, it's activated, and we'll see it again. But right now, I'm waiting on the 30th of September. And now the 26th. Two good dates. I want to see if Charlie, what's this? Oh, shit, that's next month. And when did they announce? Before Earl Spence? They announced it for Earl Spence fight, right?
Yeah, they announced it the week that they were fighting each other.
Which means they knew ample enough time. So Charlo been already should have been already working on gaining the weight and getting himself prepared. Going back to Hyphy saying that he should have been getting a lot of time since he moving up. I think he got to work as soon as that phone call came and he said yeah.
Well, maybe he should go hire Snack and Blu-ray.
Double up, huh?
Yeah, get on that Crawford program.
Well, I guess I can attribute something Trey saying about who is it? Mario Barrios fighting because of his sister. He trying to, doing it because his sister not really bad guy, is a nice guy. It goes back, it made me think about the twins and the big brother getting into boxing because of the little brother. And it's starting to show to me the hunger, the want, the drive, the discipline level. To me, the person that really wanted to be a fighter is the one that's proven to be the most disciplined and the most dedicated. The older brother, I don't know what took him off track, but whatever it is, he's having a hell of a time finding his way back.
Yeah, it's confusing to me because, 1 minute we hearing that he and Canelo was negotiating and that fight was so close, but the divorce is what held it back. And then it's like after he don't get the fight, he come out talking about, of course I wanted to fight Canelo, but my mental health comes first.
Well, I don't know. I just feel like that factor right there says a lot to me. You followed your little brother in something, and if I remember correctly from the interview, it was because he was getting more shine. But whatever the reason, the younger brother is the one that seemed to be the more hungry of the two, the more dedicated of the two. They really threw a curveball to the world when it was like Charlo and Canelo getting ready to fight. Everybody assumed it was Jamal. And when they said Jamil, jaws dropped and hit the table. Like, what? I guess in a couple of weeks, the Canelo fans, the hatred will really amp up. It's getting ready to start now. I don't know. We'll see what kind of fans Charlo got, if anybody are galvanized behind him.
Well, I'm interested in seeing how he's training, the media workout, and what he weighs in at. Those are going to give me good indications of how I'm feeling, whether or not to pick an upset or not. But right now, I got to say Canelo.
Okay. But we still early in the game. It's a lot of factors that need to be seen and analyzed.
But it could change. I'm just leaving it out there. That could change.
Understood. I think I'm going to reserve, like I said, I'm going to wait a little bit to see the things that you just spoke on, see the weigh-in, see the workouts. just to see how he reacts and what his conversation is like, to try to see what his mindset is like. I wasn't too thrilled about when they asked how his brother was going to be supporting him or what his brother was going to do, and the answer was, I don't know what he's going to do. It's almost like I'm like, shit, I would be saying, shit, my brother right there with me all the way. I know he gonna ride. To say I don't know, I'm like, I don't know. Are they not getting along?
Yeah, you know that
Oh
incident
yeah,
at the
the
fight with
girl.
Spence. Yeah, that opened a whole nother can of worms. They were just getting back, being active with each other, getting back to being brothers and doing things with one another, and it's right back to almost
Man,
where it was to begin with. And a lot of it stems from the situation with his brother's wife.
man, hate to see that shit. Hate to see families just not doing it. But it is what it is. Well, Joe Brown say he riding with, he got Canelo right now. What say you, Hyphy?
Oh, I mean, yeah, definitely, clearly, and I don't think I'll ever change my mind. Once again, activity versus inactivity, weight difference.
Yeah, that inactivity is a killer.
Yes, yes, brother.
I had learned my lesson following that.
I tell you one thing, he better not be eating them shots that he was eating from Castano against Canelo. 'Cause
No,
his ass going night night.
no, he can't. Most definitely, he can't stand and languishing on the ropes like that. Canelo, that's like, oh, that's what he want. You gonna languish on the rope if you want to. He finna unleash that left, that right, that uppercut. Then follow through with that overhand.
And next panel we get on, I need to get it in with Trey because I keep hearing people talk about Navarrete with like smash O'Shaquie Foster. Like O'Shaquie ain't nothing.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't know about that, bro. I would like to see that fight though.
Navarrete and O'Shaquie Foster.
Yeah, I would love to see that fight.
Damn. The fuck? Well, sure. Yeah, you said next time we come on, you're gonna bring it up. Well, if we get Trey on, I'm sure he'll chop it up and let us know what he think.
Yeah, because I thought it was like, well, I don't know. I thought, to me, I like O'Shaquie. I think O'Shaquie is the best at 130. But I'm hearing like, Navarrete would like smash O'Shaquie.
I can't even say what fans are making this claim, but I won't. I'll leave that for next week.
All right, MZ.
Like I said, my schedule been changing, but I'm just not letting Tuesday go nowhere. So I ain't got to speak on it. We gonna keep Tuesday as long as I'm breathing. But I appreciate you guys coming through. You want to close it out, Joe, and then Hyphy, you follow through. However.
Salute everybody. Came out, supported the channel, man. Always great boxing discussions. Able to sit down and just speak about the fights that we got upcoming and give people their flowers and discuss the sport of boxing, man. It's always a good time, man. Appreciate you, MZ.
Always love, bro. Hyphy, my co-host. Wait, hey, Hyphy gone. Shit,
he got on, man.
Yeah, I looked up and I'm like, what? Hyphy out of there. Oh, I gotta say, I read Army Brown's 09's response. Trey shared it in the Discord. It's like one of the best responses ever when it comes to talking noise. Gil Cole called her out. You know what I'm saying? Talking about she could wear headgear and he only used the jab or something. Sis came back with something like, he about to get lung cancer for all the smoke I'm about to blow his way or something like that. But I'm like, man, that's got to be the
Oh
greatest
man,
comeback ever.
man, she with it. She with it. Yeah, she fit right in, bro.
That
Hey,
was
y'all ever
good one.
y'all ever get the chance, go check out her she be having, movie nights and stuff over there on her channel, man. Real dope stuff. So ever get a chance, go check her out.
Yeah, I caught myself checking it out and was on some skits that were old, thinking I'm in real time. Funny as hell. But yeah, y'all get a chance to go out check out our sister Almond Brown '09, man. Y'all going over there. Dimps Designs too. Go out there and check our sister Dimps Design out. She be coming up with some nice little ideas that y'all might like if you into that kind of stuff. Some men, too big for that. But I'm gonna go on and get out of here. Leave y'all on this note with Cut Short with OBs. Peace to all you brothers and sisters. I'm out. Who Trey X, everybody, Eric R. Peace. Almond Brown, 09. My sister, y'all keep it tight.
They told you what they wanted to be. They had a bright future you could see. A career and a family. Until their life got cut short. And I will never really know if they ever would have reached their goals. Someone that lacked the soul decided to cut their life short.
Yeah, it's like we lost our humanity. Common sense is not common, but this is sanity. It's on the rise, everything's not what we planned to be. Son screaming at mom using profanity. Fuck that, popped with his ass and now he's cuffed up. Roughed up by the cops for using tough love. Now we in the pen, and the sun is gone with the wind, with the wrong crowd, looking for shit to get into. Angry soul and adolescent, lacking lessons. Unfamiliar with his blessings, so his luck is pressing. Never stressing the outcome because it's boring. Irrational thinking, doing dumb shit because it's boring. My Instagram or TikTok is for the views, but confused when the shit they do is on the news. Internet clues lead the county blues, claiming innocence, but those who only false shoes. They say orange is a new black, you decide. Since the judge hits you with negligent homicide, flex your burner from viewers so you can feel iconic. While streaming live, you take a life, ain't that ironic? Now they watching the drama like a TV show. It's an accident, but the people don't really care to know. 1 minute they praise you when they egg you on, until something goes wrong and now you're in this song.
They told you what they wanted to be. They had a bright future you could see. A career and a family. Until their life got cut short. And I will never really know if they ever would have reached their goals. Cause someone that lacked the soul decided to cut their life short.
Brat life, she just moved from overseas, had to live stateside in the wild, overly pleased. Had a younger brother born to rob while pops was touring. So everything about the US to him was foreign. But he was excited by this journey cause his sister, she told him everything about America that she missed. Mall shopping, amusement parks and holidays, school sports, barbecue parties around the way. Great friends and family, she couldn't wait to hang out and kick it with the girls on the date. Ready to enjoy her summer before her studies. College bound, Ivy League school, missing the buddies. They hit the mall, hit the salon, they looking right. They hit the local sports bar to start the night. Under 21, so they wasn't into drinking. Karaoke night, they was there to do some singing. Place back, a bunch of people were round the way. Some friends and some people she met today. Small crowd flexing on live, you know the type. Flashing money, throwing out shots, they getting hype. All of a sudden, the crowd scatters, looking for some cover because their lives matter. When everything settles and the cops come to the door, they learn she was caught with a stray dead on the floor. Dang.
They told you what they wanted to be. They had a bright future you could see. A career and a family. Until their life got cut short. And I will never really know if they ever would have reached their goals. Cause someone that lacked the soul decided to cut their life short.